Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram and it's Dan Who. And it's probably a good idea that I mute the right places and unmute myself. And yeah, off to a great start. But as always, hopefully Brandon can ride this ship better than I can. Hero Dot Collections here, everyone. Hooray!
Hey, how we doing, man?
Hey, I'm all good, man.
Thursday.
Yeah, happy Thursday. It's a weird one, right? Because I've had most of the week off, but it doesn't even feel like I've had time off because it's been the girlfriend's birthday. We hired the hot tub. Every night we've been in the hot tub, and I think I've got a cold actually now. I think I'm not used to these low temperatures. I genuinely got the sniffles for the first time during a stream, so I do apologise if I just start sneezing or anything. But even though I had time off, it doesn't feel like I did. I need time off from the time off. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Because it weren't my own time off. I was like doing what I was told for the girlfriend's birthday, but weird being back to work. I don't like it. Things are going wrong already. Blah, 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 blah. How are you? How's your week?
I'm trying to think. Actually, I'm trying to think what even happened this week.
They go so quick.
I've watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier at least 10 times.
Beautiful. We can talk
I know that much. I've been working, but the week has just gone by like so quickly that I couldn't really tell you what has happened.
Yeah, it's a lot of these weeks just blur. Blur.
Like, and I mean, I can't even tell you what figures. I don't think I even got any figures this week.
Well, I've got some that I want to talk about, but shout out to everyone who has joined us here on Thursday, as always.
Yes.
Drop the hellos, drop the pals, use the emojis, all of that good stuff in the chat. Brandon will say hello. I just want to pull attention real quick. It looks like we're reporting on some sort of stock exchange, and we're like, the Daft Clueless stock is up. Tanner's stock is up. Oh, Phil Jones comes in with some new stock. Do you know, like, so basically everyone who's underneath on the ticker below us are the top contributors of the month. So it's like the top contributors of the month will just show up down there. And again, just another little way for me to say thank you on whatever, silly things like that. And then I've also done this magical feature that I'm going to start using a lot more. So this will sit in between me and Brandon's head, and it's basically the last super chat will remain there. Whoever's name it was, what they donated will stay there. And then the top contributor of the month will be there. Okay? So Nathan is on the top of the castle right now. Thank you very much, Nathan. Thank you very much. Top contributor to the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. So it doesn't have a price there because I don't like. I want to see if it changes. Do you know what I mean? Like, as people super chat and as people contribute, it might change. So at the minute, Nathan is at the top of the castle. If you want to knock him off, you have good luck trying. And there's one way to do that. Of course, it is our resident robot who's very lazy. She will only talk if you donate £4 or $4. We haven't heard of this evening, but hopefully we do. It is our resident robot Friday. Of course, any super chats over £4 or $4, you will be able to hear us speak. But again, channel memberships are now open as well. And that is what today's stream is all about, people. Everyone who contributes to the channel and joins the members club, whether you show some love or join the members club, you can actually become a part of the show. And that's what today is all about. You can be part of the show today, which I'm very excited to speak to the channel members. And there are a lot of regular faces as well. So that's what's exciting. That's what's exciting. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. But Brandon, do you want to say hello to everyone who's in here while I have a quick drink?
Let's have a look. Who have we got? We currently have 52 people.
Hang on. We got a super chat.
Laser Pants donated $19.99 through Super Chat. How thank you, Laser Pants. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Look at me. I am the captain now. Thank you very much, Laser Pants. Kicking us out with a nice big super chat as well. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I'm trying to, like, my quiff is like sort of trying to get to Brandon and Ryan levels, Laser Pants and Ryan levels. It's not there yet, but the lockdown's definitely helping. But thank you very much, Laser Pants. Thank you very much. Now, I don't know how often these things update in the middle, so we'll figure out as we go. But yeah, sorry, Brandon, carry on.
No, you're good.
Wait, stop. Mark Tac
Customs donated £4.99 through Super Chat.
Brandon, if you open that link I sent you might see them.
Done and check out Invincible tomorrow on Amazon Prime. New animated superhero series. Comics are amazing.
Thank you very much, Mark Tat Tat. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that before, and I know Rich M is a big fan of that as well. I've seen him drinking some vodka, going back and reading the comics on his Instagram stories recently. So yeah, definitely intrigued about that one. Are you familiar with Invincible?
I'm not. I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer somewhere.
Yeah, so animated. It's animated.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw a trailer, but I don't know it like other than what I saw with that. But apparently, it's meant to be pretty cool.
If super producer Rich says it's good, then I believe him. It's good. So that's what I'm hoping. But yeah, thank you very much for Ryan, aka Laser Pants of the Infinity Equation podcast. I'm going to subscribe to them. Help them reach 1,000 subscribers. They're nearly there, people. They're so close. Definitely deserve 1,000 subscribers and many, many more. So thank you, Ryan, and thank you, Mark Tat Tat, as well. If Mark can't join us this evening, then I will be playing and talking about some of Mark's picks, because today's picks are, as I said, as the thumbnail says, the best figures of the first quarter. Because can you believe it or not, we are a quarter in to the 2021. It's crazy, and we've been in lockdown that whole quarter. Nonsense. It's been a whole year of coronavirus nonsense. But I keep talking too much. Brandon, there's people here, right? There's people here.
Yes, there is. There are loads of people. So, AB Nuggler just hit me up on Instagram as well with something really cool. Okay, so but it just bumped me off my feet for a second. Okay, let's see who we have. So we got Tanner is here, Jamie is here, Damien is here, Z-Man is here. Damien says, evening all, for any Thundercats Ultimates fans out there, it looks like we will be getting Wave 3 before Wave 2. Makes me happier. Z-Man says, good evening, Mark Rose is here. Rich M is here, displayed once, Laser Pants, Andy Davis, Cloud Foxwell, AB Nuggler, Marcus is here, Sonny, Blake, Home Dude, says late again, sorry Home Dude, Damien says happy times, Phil Jones says give the stream a like while Stan finishes his cuppa.
It's not a cuppa. I've gone for cans. I haven't even got any bottles left. I've gone for cans. I'm going to go through these like fizzy pop. Trust me.
Yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely. Who else we got? Jason is here. It's Thursday. You know what that means. What does that mean, guys? Let us know in the comments. Jamie is here. Cecil is here. Who else we got? Logan is here. Says hello. AB Nugget says sent Brandon a message with a leaked McFarlane avatar list on Instagram, but he never sees my mentions. What do you mean I never see your mentions? That's the only thing that I've got on our chat on Instagram, man. But I'm about to read it in a second once I get through these hates. So Tyrone is here. Blake is here. He says, why don't you ever have the missus on? Z-Man says, happy belated birthday, Amanda. Action Figure Expert is here, says, hello, mates. What's up? How are you doing today? Wolfpack Toy Review is here, says, what's up, Wolfpackers? Those guys are streaming on Saturdays. Be sure to check them out. Tac Tac Custom says, well, I've got some news for the end of the week, Brandon and Dan. Check out the amazing... check out Invincible on Amazon Prime. It's amazing. Who else we got? Marcus says Disney Plus Marvel Legends. I can't wait. I won't read the rest. There's nothing happened, you know. Cloud Foxwell says tempting to drop like $100 and rock everyone. That would be pretty cool. Rectangular is in the chat. The Marvel Legends Whisperer himself says laser trousers is a giant bad word. Rectangular man, I need some news. Come on, you need to feed us. We need to know what's coming up in the next 6 months.
Yeah, me and Rectangular speaking. We're going to try and make a stream happen. Like, we're going to try and get him on more regularly because he's got those. Yeah. He's got that news for us, and we need him on here. We just need to get the time zones.
We need to hear that news.
We need the time zones to work. But we'll get Todd on for sure.
Absolutely.
Super chat by Unparalleled. Yeah. Right over your face.
Unparalleled
There he is.
Donated $5 through Super Chat. Pal, thank you, Unparalleled Universe. Yo, Brandon has been killing it with photos lately. Keep it up, bro. Dan, you are awesome too.
Power shout out to Unparalleled. It's true, Brandon. You've been doing like the ACB. Like, I knew I had it in you, but like you went quiet. You went quiet. Okay, carry on.
That is really funny. Sorry, I had to listen to it.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay,
But yes, no, thank you, both of you. Thank you, both of you. I've been trying. I got some really good ideas. I'm gonna try and basically every Saturday afternoon is when I'm taking photos. So I got some good ideas for this week as well to try and come up with. But yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Oh, look, and it is working as well. Like if you see in the middle now, it actually has Unparalleled's name as the last contributor. So that's pretty good. I need to sort out that bar because obviously my bar's not big enough. But as I said, it's a work in progress, people. It's a work in progress.
It is, for sure.
I'm just trying new gimmicks. I like new gimmicks, Brandon. I like trying to add new styles and ways to get everyone involved more. Do you know what I mean? Like I like seeing my name on people's streams. It feels good. So that's it's all fun and games, people. Okay, so as we were saying, today's stream is our guest. It's the last stream of the month, which is crazy. It's the end of March. Absolute madness. Time is whizzing by. We're all getting old. It's crazy. But the last stream of the month, obviously now is exclusive to channel members. If you are a channel member at the Members Club tier, you are invited to come and join me and Brandon to just talk toys for a little bit. And I do plan on doing a lot more with my join button as well. I'm going to do an extra stream, at least an extra stream where I can get more guests on as well a month. I just need to figure out how and when, but it's going to happen. As I said, we will find a way. But today I'm going to invite people on. But before we do, me and Brandon are just going to chat some ish as we usually do. Because as I said, me and Brandon are just busy as well. So this is our chance to catch up as well.
Yes, exactly.
So
exactly.
Okay, you said you got nothing this week, right?
Because I was about to say, I haven't spoken to you since last Thursday at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what did I get this week? I don't think I got anything this week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I tell a lie. I did get something this week.
Okay, credit collection.
Yeah, credit collection. So Hasbro Toy Shop UK on eBay put these up really, really cheap. So I managed to pick one up because I thought that it's crazy, right? On some of the Star Wars Facebook groups, I saw some people that had bought this on eBay at $18.99, $17.99, whatever it was.
Right. I'm gonna have to interrupt you for this.
Laser Pants donated $49.99 through Super Chat. Pow, thank you, Laser Pants. You say my name, you out some respect on it.
Laser Trousers 81. You did not have to do that, my friend. Thank you very much. And we've got an update. We've got an update. Look in the middle of the screen, Brandon. Laser Pants is now dethroned Nathan. Nathan held strong for a good 20 minutes. Nathan was there, but I think it's gonna be a while before someone knocks their Laser Pants off the top contributor list. So honestly, Ryan, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Honestly, means a lot. Working hard these days so I can buy more toys, and that definitely helps. I can buy Brandon another Frogman now as well. Brandon's gonna be so happy.
But wait, what you had to say went to my heart. You know, the money from Laser Pants might go to Dan's bank, but what you said goes to my heart. So you win.
Look, I've said already, right? I will buy Brandon at least a Spy Master. How about that? That's a fair deal, right?
There you go. They're on sale like £1. You know how it is.
No, of course. I've said it openly and I'll say it again. Obviously, all the contributions that I'm going to be getting are definitely going to be towards the channel and improving the channel and the people that contribute to that channel, including Brandon, including super producer Rich. You may not see on the screen all the time, but he's a very important piece to these live streams now every week. I genuinely couldn't do it without him. So no, much appreciate, Laser Pant. Thank you very much. And as I said, these little gimmicks in the middle of the screen are just a bit of fun to keep everyone involved. So I do appreciate it. But it's going to take a while before someone knocks Ryan off that list. But as I said, the pinned comment on the chat right now is the Infinity Equation podcast. Please go and hit that and go and support them because they're so close to 1,000 subscribers and they're definitely worthy of it. But yeah, this is a good start, people. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice end to the month for the stream where we're going to get lots of people on. So
I have to say as well though that you know how they say that men can't multitask. Mm-hmm. I think we're living proof that is not true. I'm replying to stories and stories.
Super chat.
99 through Super Chat. How thank you, PG Photography. Tuesday crew in the building. Haha, great live, guys.
Thank you very much, PG Photography. Is that how you say your name? But he says, Tuesday Crew in the building. Haha, great live, guys. The Tuesday Crew is, of course, in Palau's universe, is Squadron from Tuesday nights. I want to be part of that squad. I really do.
Me too.
But it's 3 a.m.
man.
It's 3 a.m. UK time on a Tuesday. And it's like, I work and I just can't do it. I try.
No.
Sometimes I try and stay up and I write pow in the chat and then I'm just like collapse and fall asleep. But I do try.
And I see all those stories that get reposted and stuff on like ahead of the stream, and I'm like, I want to be like that, man. But you feel like you can't because you know that you'll try and stay up, but you'll be, snoozing into the pillow by 2:00.
I know. Damn bloody time zones. Last week I was promoting the stream all at different times because the American time skipped forward an hour.
It's a daylight saving.
So I tried to promote it properly this week. I hope, but I've still got people messaging me going, "What time you want?" I'm like, 8. Don't ask me to do maths. 8 p.m. UK time is what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Can I show you what I got this week anyway? Just real quick.
Yes, I was gonna say because I've had a pretty boring week all round, really. Okay. So you go. Let's see.
So real quick. Again, I don't want to dwell, but I got the Black Widow from Endgame. Now this is an official Marvel Legend, and it is technically the only way to get Black Widow in her sort of uniform from Endgame. Obviously, she had it's a kit bash, but an official kit bash because that's essentially Black Widow without the jacket, with the head sculpt on from the 2-pack with the quantum round suits. You know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this stream, I'm sure you're well aware what this is. But it's the best of Avengers Wave. Now, usually, and Brandon will correct me if I'm wrong, these are available like in Europe, like UK, Europe, and then Asia and Australia. It just never hits the West Coast in America. But these ones didn't even hit Europe, right? These didn't even get to Earth.
No. Yeah, so usually this best of wave is basically an overseas exclusive, right? So like it appears everywhere apart from the US. So Asia, Europe, basically. But for some reason, we never got them, which is weird because usually the independent stores will stock them or we'll see them one way or another. But nothing.
Yeah, no, this is...
I wonder how much, COVID and Brexit, I wonder how much all of that had to do with it.
Of course, who knows? No one's ever going to know the true impact of all that. But if anyone wants to know, no secrets here, of course. I got this from Amazon Japan. Amazon Japan. Like it's available in English. Anyone with an Amazon account can access it. And the shipping and import fees are all combined at the checkout. So literally, this arrived in like 4 days from Japan. It's crazy. It's real quick. And this, as you can tell, it's in a plastic case. I'm keeping it mint. This is like everyone. I love Tony Stark. I love Iron Man. Like he sacrificed himself at the end of Endgame. But who else sacrificed herself in Endgame to save everyone?
Yeah, man.
Black Widow. And I know people don't think about it too much because she's still got a film that's been delayed about 20 times and again delayed again. Yeah. But Endgame's the end of her story, so I like that I've got a figure now. And again, it's unique because this is the only way to get this version of Black Widow, and so that's what I got. And Black Widow's been delayed. So are you? Hopefully, Brandon, in the UK, it's the cinemas are open, but. Will they? I can't even remember. What is the rules?
Well, by July, I can't see how they couldn't be open by July, man. I saw the greatest thing the other day where it was like, oh, I'm gonna go see Black Widow at the movie theater, and then I'm gonna pay for it on Disney Plus Premier Access and watch it over and over and over again. And I was like, that is perfect. That is what I would prefer to do. I would love to go and see a new Marvel movie, watch it in the cinema, really, really enjoy it, and then go home, download it on Disney Plus, and be able to watch it over and over and over again. And I would pay the $30 every time just to be able to sit and enjoy that experience again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But because the thing about The Mandalorian, the thing about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yes, WandaVision as well, but more the other two, is that their scope and scale and budget, and it is like as if you could go and see that in a movie theater. So I think I'm open to the idea of being able to see those new films on Disney Plus as well, but I think I would want to see them for the first time on a cinema screen, just because it is a completely different experience.
I 100% agree. If it's in the cinema, I'm going to go and see it regardless. First time has to be on the big screen, but then of course I'm going to come home and watch it the next day and break it down, and because that's what you never get to do. You see it once and you have to go. Usually with a Marvel film, I do try and go more than once. Like, have you ever been to one of those cinemas where the seat actually moves? I can't remember what it's called, like 4DX or something like that. I went and watched one of the Avengers films with that. It must have been Infinity War. And I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like it. It was off-putting, if you know what I mean. Like, it didn't enhance the experience. I was just like sitting there like, engaged in the car. And then I'm like, whoa, like, stop. You know, like, I didn't like it at all. So, But I do like the cinema. I do miss the cinema. It's definitely one of the things that me and the missus miss from like the COVID times. I'm trying to think, what else have I got? Okay, just real quick. I got G.I. Joes, but these are the repainted G.I. Joes. So
the redecos.
I didn't know I was going to get these, but essentially, like, I've not opened my first wave yet either. So, like, I'm sorry, I keep dropping everything. So I've got Duke from Wave 1, and now I've got the repaint Duke. So, like, let me just switch to the full screen, Brandon, just so I can ask the audience, like, which one? So my question is, right, obviously I want to open a display one, and then I'll keep one mint. But which is the one that's more sensible to keep on mint on card? The deco, the redeco, the variant, or the original first release? Like, my collector brain says the original first release is going to be worth more on card eventually. Not that I'm in it for value, it's just what makes sense, do you know? And then I'll display the redecoed because they haven't got the gold. So, there's Duke. Of course, I've got Roadblock as well. And he's, again, no gold shin pads or anything. It really does make a difference, I think. And then Scarlet as well doesn't look like a little girl anymore. So, and the tones are a little bit darker. I've even got the Snake Eyes, which is literally only like a tiny bit of red that's gone. But what do you think, Brandon? If open one, display one, which is which?
I think if Ryan Ting was here, he would tell you to keep them all mint on card.
He did.
You know,
he did on Twitter.
Yes, he did.
I was like, I need to open one. Like, if I kept everything mint on card, Ryan, I wouldn't have a display like this. All right, so there are advantages.
This is true. Yeah, it is true. I think if it was up to me, I would open the new deco ones because they're the better deco ones, in my opinion. And then I would keep the mint one. I would keep the original ones mint and sealed on in their protective boxes for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's what I'm going to do. Curious. So let me just quickly look at the chat. Open the new deco. Laser Planet says. Home Dew says open the new ones. Jason says keep the original on mint. Open the redeco. Yeah, I do think that's where I'm going. Abnugula says open the redeco. They display better. Laser Planet says, man, I saw Aquaman in 4D and the water sprayed my popcorn. I was pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was annoyed with the 4D. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting. I just thought I'd try it out. And I hate people disturbing me. I've told you the story about getting annoyed at Black Panther, and happens like if there's kids or teenagers being annoying, I will be that annoying guy that turns around with no shame and tells them to shut up, do you know? So I like just staying in my zone. Yeah. So the fact that the chair was throwing me around, and I didn't like it.
No, I don't blame you.
Okay. So let's jump into some quick news, Brandon. And you'll like this news. Because
yes, let's have a look.
We'll segue into some stuff, and then we're going to get some guests on soon, in about 10 minutes. Rich, I do apologise. Probably running late already, Rich. But right, okay.
Oh, yeah, wait, let me check.
Let's do this real quick. Okay. Throw this up. Okay, Brandon. So this will start off a nice conversation. It is, of course, Falcon and Winter Soldier. So obviously these were the first things that were revealed last week. So just first thoughts, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Are you liking it so far? I know it's only one episode, but are you liking it so far?
Listen, Falcon and Winter Soldier is top tier content for me. It's like. I think still I'm like number one is Falcon Captain America Winter Soldier, number two is Black Panther, and this has solidly raced up toward the top to number three and put everything else down a notch. I love these characters, I love the story, I love the whole feel of it. I'm in it for the next 5 weeks. I'm loving it. The thing about these two though, I think that Bucky head sculpt is trash.
I think both.
To be really frank, I think the Bucky head sculpt is really bad. Falcon though, I've just been having this conversation with Nathan. Yeah, that buggy head sculpt just lets the whole thing down, man. I mean, no, just not. And these are also Bandai Webshop exclusives, so these aren't cheap figures. These are expensive figures. And that, I mean, that Bucky one just from the head sculpt, I said to myself, I'm not getting it. The Falcon, though, I love this costume. I adore this costume. I think it's so much nicer than his costumes up until now, the sort of more military style look. I think this is like a really nice color scheme. It's just that price. Do you get the whole wave of Disney Plus figures?
Yeah.
Or do you get this?
When you put it like that, it seems like it should be a no-brainer, right? So,
and that's like, yeah. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, obviously, me and Brandon have eyes, and we have seen the leaked pictures today. Now, I'm not going to share them on this stream, just out of politeness. No. Simple as that. Like,
yes,
the Hasbro team
absolutely.
are nothing but good to me, and they're going to be annoyed by this leak. So I'm not going to encourage
1,000%.
the leak. That's why I've not posted it. But we can still talk about our excitement for new figures.
Yeah, and I was talking to some of the guys over at Marvel Legends UK, and they had said that a good point to make to everybody is that, yeah, okay, like we get leaks and then we think, oh yeah, that's so cool, like I love what we're gonna get. Hopefully we get more leaks and see what else is up. The thing is that what everybody doesn't realize is that those leaks actually have a very negative and profound negative impact on the entire chain, right? From all the way from Hasbro and the marketing team and the design team, all the way down to us as the end consumer customer that is getting these products. So I also think there's a fine line difference between when Marvelous News or Rectangular will break out the news to us about what the rumors are and what they're hearing. There's a difference between that and us speculating and having fun with it and actually leaking images of unrevealed products. So I think, Dan, absolutely with you that it's we don't need to be doing that. But the thing is that regardless, we know that whatever Hasbro are going to give us from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, similar with WandaVision, they're going to give us top quality figures at the £20 price point. How can I justify getting this figure from SHF when I know that Hasbro are doing, and I'll mention this when we get to our favorite figures of the year, that Hasbro are doing a solid job at the £20 price point. It's tough, man.
Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Says the guy, because I'm seeing Hank emojis in the chat. So I should address, right. The Hank situation is completely different because
that is completely different.
Hank was on the shop shelf. Do you know what I mean? Like he was on the shop shelf. I could legally buy it. That wasn't a leak. That was the shop's fault. I was just a consumer. Anyway,
Xander
with the super chat.
$5 through super chat. How thank you, Xander Dumas. None of the Bucky figures from Hot Toys or Mafex look like Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Xander. Thank you very much for the super chat. He says none of the Bucky figures from Hot Toys or Mafex look like Sebastian Stan. There's a third. Who's the third party people that are doing like the really good Sebastian Stan long head?
Yeah, so Minipple Studio. I think they're called Minipple Studio, and I think they go by the name of Flashback Studio. But they have done a long head Bucky Barnes, which is just spot on in my opinion. I didn't get it because they also showed that they were working on a short hair Bucky Barnes, so I'm hoping that we'll get that sooner rather than later. But before the pandemic, they used to take a while to get product out. I think post-pandemic or mid-pandemic, they're taking even longer to get stuff out. So who knows when we'll see it, But I agree. The thing is, though, is that Hasbro did a great job. I'm trying to reach for it without knocking everything over. I think Hasbro have done the best Sebastian Stan head sculpt so far. I think that is spot on, looking like Sebastian Stan. I think all they need to do if they were going to do a Bucky from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is use that same head sculpt and just change the hair.
SHS just released Gamora. I think Infinity War Gamora finally just came out.
I know.
And the Marvel Legends one from a few years ago looks better in the head. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, exactly.
Like, Hasbro have this digital face printing tech down. I know some people love it, some people hate it. I love it. Give it me on especially movie figures. It needs like comic book figures. You don't need it, but movie figures where when the toys are based off actual human beings that exist on this planet, then of course you'd 3D print it.
Sure, man.
And yeah, everyone's just talking about Hank. I'm not going to say he was joking. I know, but it was a valid point though. You're not wrong. Like, but it is different to leaking images that haven't. That obviously, because those images are images of someone's phone.
Yeah.
Like if you look at those images, they're actual images of someone else's phone.
Yeah. Apparently, it was a live stream.
Nah. Someone's got these factory samples and they've snuck pictures and then give them someone, and maybe they were on a live stream. Who knows? But
And Jason Lopez is right. That Gamora was one of the first to use face print tech. That was April 2017 that they did that for Guardians 2. And that's the thing. Like, I know that when I get that, if I ever take a photo of that SHF Gamora, it will not have the SHF head on it. It will have Hasbro's head on it. Same as with the SHF Bucky. If I ever take a picture of that figure, it has Hasbro's head on it, not SHF's. So that's the thing. I don't know how I feel yet about. I think I have a feeling that I will try to get that Falcon if I can, because I do love that costume. And depending on what costume we get from Hasbro, if they do Falcon and the Winter Soldier figures, I might just jump the gun still and get it. But I think if I had to pick between the two, I'd do the Marvel Legends wave all day long.
I don't know how well you can see it, right? So right there on my there's Falcon, and that is the SHF Falcon. Because I just thought it was better. Yeah, there you go. It's a very nice Falcon. So I have no doubts that the new SHF Falcon will be really nice as well. However, I'm very excited to see what Hasbro do. We shall see. We shall see. Wink, wink. But SHFS is a good shout. Okay, quickly. Just want to quickly. I know I don't mean to put Brandon on the spot, but everyone's been talking about it today. So I just thought I'm not naive. I was going to mention it. So, Gargoyles people, throw hit and miss in the comments if we talk about this. I'm very curious what you think. This cartoon is one of those cartoons that I know in Parallel talks about it a lot, and it's one of those lines that like was just like, why is no one doing toys of this franchise? Do you know, like it seemed like such an obvious choice. It used to have toys in the past.
Yeah,
I had toys,
sure.
So like, why was it never been done? Finally, NECA have answered the question. They have the license. Who knows how long they've had it for, but long enough to tool up, create, get it in the factory. And this is going to be shipping in July. So it's Goliath from Gargoyles. It's 8 inches tall. It's got a 16-inch wingspan. I think I've seen nothing but positive stuff about a Gargoyles toy line. The only negative I've seen from online is that NECA are doing it. Do you know, like, you can't please everyone. It's like, who cares? Surely, if you want Gargoyle figures, it shouldn't matter who's doing it. You're getting them, right?
That's exactly, man. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to get these figures. I love this show. You know? They were great when they showed up in Ghostbusters, and I'm so excited.
If you can't,
the articulation looks great. The costume is even better.
I don't know if Brandon's...
Oh wait, I think Richard's notes were wrong.
Brandon's not hiding it very well, but he's never seen Gargoyles. People like don't get
the
wrong.
other thing is I didn't see these guys in WandaVision. Are they like minions of Mephisto or what? Like, I don't get it.
Joe figured it out with a super chat. Thank you very much.
Joe figured it out. Donated $9.99 through super chat. How thank you, Joe figured it out. Just stopping by in the middle of my workday to show some love. Keep up the great work, fellas.
Thank you very much, Joe, for the get out. And thank you very much, Friday. Friday's working hard today, making a living Friday. Thank you very much. Joe Figured Out just says, just stop by in the middle of my work day to show some love. Keep up the great work, fellas. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So yeah, Brandon's only teasing it. He's too young. He's never seen Gargoyles. Again, I'm not going to pretend I'm not the biggest fan. I had the toys as a kid. I remember the show. But don't ask me to name all the characters. Like, it's just very familiar to my eyes, if that makes sense. Do you know, like, I'm sure if I went back and watched some, the cloud would sort of get a bit clearer if those. I don't know what I'm talking about, Brandon. I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell you what I did. Tell you what I did watch this week. Justice League. Okay, so I watched the Snyder Cut, and I don't. Obviously, the toys are just a gateway to talk about the Snyder Cut because these toys are pretty bad. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. The only one out of these are McFarlane figures. The only one that I think I'm going to get is one of the bad guys, and it's Steppenwolf, because I do think they made a great... The Snyder Cut gave Steppenwolf not just a better look, but more of a fuller story. And the way I explained this to people who asked me about it was the film, and not one time during watching this, I watched it in one whole sitting. Not at one point did I go, boo, I've already seen this. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't...
Yeah.
It felt familiar, but at not one point did I go, I've already seen this. Like, at moments of the film, I got a bit of deja vu, if that makes sense. But not in that's not a negative way either. It's just like, it flowed very nicely, a lot more content. Like, it genuinely was a better movie. Like, there's no denying it. But to be fair to the Snyder Cut, it also had an extra 2 hours. Now, you could argue, give any film an extra 2 hours, it's going to improve on story plots and
exactly.
details, you know, like, so it's very hard to justify it. But just as a fan, you know me, I'm more of a Marvel head, but I still love DC, and I'm gutted that we're never going to get to see a solo film of Batman, Ben Affleck Batman. I still think he's the best looking on-screen Batman we've had, and the fact that they tease that we could have had him versus what's his name? Deathstroke, Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke as the solo Batman film would have been great. But yeah, Steppenwolf's probably the only one of these figures I'm going to get, just because I've already got the Mafex versions of the Justice League, and definitely not going to get the Mezco versions of the Justice League. Not in my price point. But you're not a big Justice League guy, are you, Brandon? So this ain't going to. Oh, do these?
No, I just the thing is that I just, if you think about it, right, you shouldn't have to make a 4-hour movie for it to be a good movie. You should be able, like, I understand what went on with him personally, and then him with the studio, etc. But they have not made a single great movie. They might have made good movies, good movie. And an okay movie in Wonder Woman and Man of Steel, but other than that, the character building is poor. The storytelling is poor. The villains are just poor. Like, I haven't seen the Snyder Cut, so I can't directly comment on the Snyder Cut. But as a fan of storytelling, one of the main reasons I love the MCU by comparison is the storytelling. And when you are a studio that's putting out a limited TV series with your B and C list characters, and when you're a big movie studio and you're putting out a 4-hour extended cut film of the most recognizable superheroes in human history, they shouldn't be able to compare. They shouldn't be able to compete. But one does it 10 times better than the other, and therefore I just will not waste my 4-hour time on the Snyder Cut or on any DC films, for example. To give you an example, my girlfriend and I got up and walked out of the cinema when we went to see Aquaman. It was that bad.
Yeah, my missus hated Aquaman as well. She hated
it. Was awful. So awful. Right? Meanwhile, when we went to see Endgame, my girlfriend was crying at the end scene.
Yeah, same.
This is someone that doesn't really care about Marvel. You know, I heard some people were saying, oh, the action sequences were great, and as a comic book fan, yeah, okay, great. I'm glad that you ate your popcorn and you enjoyed your film. But as a film, I have very little respect and time for it. And you know me, I don't say that lightly.
No, of course, and that's what's very intriguing about this whole Snyder Cut Justice League sort of whole development over the last couple of years, is that people are on either end of the spectrum. They either love it or they hate
Blake
it.
Quellman donated
Blake with a super chat. Thank you very much.
99 through super chat. How thank you, Blake Quellman. I said the same as Brandon. Until I actually watched the Snyder Cut. It changed my mind.
You see that, Brandon? So he says he thought the same.
Yeah,
he's silly seen the Snyder Cut. But it's not... You ain't got 4 hours to give the Snyder Cut, essentially.
So no, well, yeah. I can't bring myself to waste the time. Honestly, and the thing is I've got this bad boy here, right? So and I had him up on my shelf with SHF Wonder Woman until maybe 6 months ago, and he's going for like crazy money on eBay, and I'm like, do I give the Snyder Cut a chance and risk enjoying it and keeping this figure, or do I just never watch the Snyder Cut, sell the figure, and wash my hands of it? So,
spoiler alert, to make you feel better, he doesn't wear that in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, so
So it's not.
Oh,
gonna,
yeah.
It's not. It might change your mind
So-
about the film.
so there
but
you
it's not
go.
going to change your mind about Superman.
Yeah, so I'll just sell it, and there you go, done
Like,
and dusted.
Sorry, everyone, if you haven't seen it, but you can tell by the toys we've already talked about. He wears the black
Yeah.
suit for the whole of the Snyder Cut. He doesn't wear the blue
Yeah,
suit.
then there's no point me. The thing is, I was keeping it because of Henry Cavill's Superman. I think that's at least my generation's definitive Superman. But at this point, don't need it.
It's a shame because the casting is really good. Apart maybe one or two.
That's
maybe,
the thing.
My arguments would be Lex Luthor and Ezra Miller
Yes.
as for Flash as like not my go-to. They're not horrible. I'm sure they could be worse, but they're the
Yeah.
ones that stick out to me as really the Flash and Lex
Yeah.
Luthor. But the rest, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, even Deathstroke, like. Oh,
Yeah.
great casting. And they're going to throw it all away with this crazy DC world. Like, it's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
And that's what I'm
Cavill's
saying.
amazing.
And the thing is that when you look at someone like Kevin Feige, right? Like, he knows what his customers want, and he makes top quality content, and has a team that makes top quality content for what his customers want. Warner Brothers, they don't give a flying
They just want the money.
monkeys.
They just want
They
the
just want money.
Yeah.
And what sucks is that if they don't recognize that if they gave their audience what the audience wants in a really great way with filmmaking and comic book nostalgia and atmosphere and stuff, people would pay astronomical money for it. It is so bizarre to me how top studio executives somehow don't seem to get that. I think I'm too low on the rung of the marketing ladder to understand how they just don't get that.
Well, to wrap it up, because we're going to start bringing some guests on.
Yes.
The Snyder Cut, as I said, I enjoyed it. And it is a better version. Like, if you're a fan of these characters, I do think it's worth your time. Like, forget any of the DC film you've ever seen. I don't think it matters. You can enjoy this because it's long enough to give you a bit more of each character to understand where they are, if that makes sense. Like, so I don't know. I would recommend it to you. I do think it's probably the best DC movie I've seen, but again, it's a 4-hour, like an where is he in the chat? Dan said it was originally meant to be like a 6-part miniseries, but they just released it all in one go. So I enjoyed it is my point, but I won't be buying any of the toys. Is what I'm saying. No. But okay, let's
and just quickly on that, that's the difference. If it had been amazing, like world changing amazing, like people are saying it is, you would have bought figures.
The problem is no one's making good figures. Do you know, like, so
and that as well, very true.
So like,
very true.
Like,
and that's what I'm saying. It filters the whole way down.
Can I just show you?
know?
This? Can I just?
It's bad at the top. It's bad at the bottom. It's just bad.
I know. I just said I was going to move on. All right, but I just have to just make a point. Like, who's this guy? Who's this small head guy?
Just awful.
Like
awful.
Like I don't want it.
If you have a license and you want to tender it out to different companies, who in the hell picks McFarlane? I don't know.
Yeah.
What about McFarlane draws you to them? I just don't know, and I don't like to be like that. I hate hearing myself say that.
Okay, and this,
but
I have to show this one as well.
Who the hell is that? I don't get it. And look, all these.
Someone needs to tell Toddy Mac
Look at that.
3D printing exists, right? There's a.
I don't get it. Look.
I've been praising McFarlane this week because I actually like some of their figures. Like, I got this Batman on the Batcycle. I like it. But again, what we said earlier about, like, when it comes to movie figures and you're making a figure of an actual human being like Ben Affleck, the 3D printing exists, Toddy Mac. Someone give Toddy Mac a ring and tell him the 3D printing exists. But yeah, so I just wanted to make a point there. If there was good figures, I might have brought them. There aren't. I do already have I do have the Mafex Batman, Flash, Superman. Do you know what I mean? I already have. The only Mafex one I don't have is Cyborg. But right. So Rich,
anyway.
Super Producer Rich, if you're watching, get the first guest ready. We're just going to play Mark Tak's voice note he sent me earlier. So Mark, couldn't join in. Mark, if you are available to jump in later, let me know. But I'm going to just play your voice note, everyone, all right? So this is Mark Tac's voice note he left me earlier. He was going to be a guest. He couldn't make it. I think he's still in the chat, though. So this is Mark Tac's voice note. Let me know you can hear it, people, when I press play.
Hi, Dan and Brandon and all the viewers. So this is just a recorded message I wanted to send. It's Mark, the Army Building King here. My most favourite figure this year so far is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates Bebop. And the reason for that is because it's just quite a big slice of nostalgia. It reminds me of the Bebop figure I had probably when I must have been in my teens, I think, when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon came out. With regard to my most anticipated figure, not really sure but one I would say is the Mafex Endgame worthy Captain America. I've got the Marvel Legends one, which is a really great figure, but I'm sort of anticipating that one as well, and maybe the Mafex brown and yellow costume comic Wolverine, that one as well.
So thank you very much, Mark Tatzak. Sorry, Brandon, I know you couldn't hear that, but he basically says, in summary, his favourite figure of the quarter one is the Bebop, Ultimate Bebop from Super 7, and his most anticipated is the Infinity War. Infinity War. 1 second, let me jump to the chat. Z-Man, is that you, Z-Man? Yeah, you're there.
Yellow, hello.
Beautiful. Right, stick with us for a sec. While I just talk about Mark's. You still there as well, Brandon? Oh, there you are.
I'm still here.
Yeah, beautiful. Sorry, it's just been a bit slow. There you go. It's catching up. It's been a bit slow, but it's catching up. Yeah, so he said his favourite was the Mafex, or most anticipated was the Mafex Superman. Superman's in my brain now. Mafex Captain America. Have you got any of the Mafex Captain Americas?
There is no Mafex Captain America. This will be the first one.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But
this will be the first one.
But I do want to say, in regards to the Bebop, this is also one of my favourites as well. So me and Mark are definitely on the same page. Nostalgia is the key. I tell you this all the time. Like anything Turtles from the cartoon or the toy line, I'm definitely intrigued by. I just don't have the budget to go all in on Super 7, but I had to get the Turtles. And then as soon as I started seeing reviews for Bebop, I had to get him. So, of course, I've already ran and pre-ordered Rocksteady because you can't have Bebop without Rocksteady. So, yeah, very happy with that. And again, just while we're on some Turtle love, shout out to my good friend, Andy Davis. Look at these two beauties. These are two of my favourite of the year, without a doubt. I'm scared to take them out of the box because I don't want them to fall apart on me. But they exist. They're here in my hand. Thanks to Andy Davis. So thank you very much. But thank you, Mark. Again, hopefully we'll get Mark on a stream very, very soon. But right now, we have my favourite agent in the game. What's your 00? You're not 007. So what's your 00, Agent Z-Man?
00Z. 00Z for Z-Man.
Yeah, that works. 00Z. Agent Z-Man's in the house. Thank you very much. First of all, thank you very much for being a channel member and joining the members club. I do very much appreciate it.
Yeah, there you
go.
No worries.
And welcome to the stream. I can see Hank and Frogman's there as well.
Yeah, there we are.
Right, so just to keep everyone updated, everyone, Super Producer Rich behind the scenes have already spoke to everybody and give everyone the sort of heads up on today's topic. So let's throw it over to Z-Man and tell us, what is your favourite figure of quarter one 2021?
So I was going to go with Thanos, as in the Marvel Legends new Thanos, but I thought, just because of recent bias, I'd say the Craig 13 from Mezco.
Ah, Mezco, okay.
Nice.
Is so good.
So sell it to us, right?
I'm getting into the Mezco game, and it's just...
Yeah, so sell it. That's me and Brandon, like, dabble in Mezco, and we only dabble when it's a property or a licensed product. You know, I've never, ever got any of the Mezco, like, original stuff. Do you know, the Baron Bens and the little cockroach guy?
Yeah.
Do you know, like, so have you got the other Mezco stuff?
No, I only started Mezco, like, I think last year, and I've only got 2 Mezcos. So right now it's Craig 13 and then Diabolic from like ages ago.
So
I don't have any of the
So
other
why,
ones.
why those two? I'm curious. I'm just trying to get in your brain here, Z-Man. Why did these two actually tip you over the edge to actually go in on these? Because they're not cheap.
Yeah, they're definitely not cheap. But like with Diabolic, I was just trying to see kind of like the scope of Mezco because it's a plain body. Like you can literally use it as a ninja or whatever. Obviously, Diabolic is a character, a comic character from
Yeah.
Italy or something like that. But with Krieg, I was just like, oh, it looks so cool, and especially like, obviously people know that he reuses the body of like Cable, I think the Mezco Cable, but for me, I just wanted to see what it is, and I just love the light up features. All the accessories are like mad. Like you got the gun, you got the effect, you got like a blade, you got all these grenades and attachments, and then you got like a poncho that you can actually just put on the character. I'm not going to put it on just because it is a nightmare for the holster at the back. But yeah,
Can you
I
explain
wanted to start somewhere.
where you've got the black one? Like, because I know I've seen pictures of different color ones. So again, I'm not all in on Mezco news. So explain to me how you've got that version of it. Like, is that is that one readily available? Is that one harder to get? Is that like, teach me?
So I just went on to Mezco's site, and this was part of the Toy Fair 2021 box where it came with this headband and some other like goodies, and I just wanted to see kind of it's I was on the wait list. I got onto the wait list, and then obviously someone dropped out, or it was available, so it just was sent to me. But I think it's still there. You can obviously get onto the wait list, but
What's shipping
yeah,
like?
I just
What's
found
shipping
it
like? Is it killer for the UK?
It's not that bad. I mean, compared to like my experiences with Big Bad Toy Store, like with Big Bad Toy Store, there's always like a customs charge. This just came straight away right before my birthday, and I was just like, "Oh, mad! I got a present."
Little birthday. You're doing the old Brandon trick and buying yourself a little present, little treating yourself there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. That's the best way to go.
Yeah, exactly. I think the Thanos came on the day, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, this is how you celebrate with a Thanos."
So what I like about the Mezco stuff is that it's the original stuff is people are buying it just because it's a cool action figure. Like there's no backstories, no movies, no TV shows. It's just a cool looking action figure, and people want to display it on their shelf. So I do like that aspect. And don't get me wrong, they do look cool. Like it's just one of them where it's not a rabbit hole that I can jump into. But I think Z-Man may have tripped and fell into that hole, and he's probably going to keep his eye on the other ones because they're all part of the same crew. It's like the Rumble Society or something like that, right?
Yeah. So there's I think so. They did come with like Krieg came with a comic just explaining that there's other soldiers and he's like the unique one. But like I think each of them have like a crew or something. Like the I don't know what that C one is called.
Baron Benz.
Baron Benz. Yeah, there you go. He's also like he has two color variants. There's a black one where it has like some Neptune head, and then there's the normal, which I'm like, and like I think the black version is like lava exploration, and obviously the blue is sea, so it comes with like some red effects instead of blue. And then you have like
I've seen the ones with the piranhas and stuff like that as well, like as accessories.
Yeah. So like I think they're trying to make a universe like, but I like the reuse because I'm not gonna go full into Mezco and get every Marvel character or every DC character because I've already got enough.
Yeah, no,
but,
of course.
Although the Gotham by Gaslight Batman is it's so tempting. So like once that goes pre-order.
So Brandon, you talked to us about Mezco because I know. You and me recently went halves on the Black Bolt. You kept Black Bolt, and I kept my little pet Lockjaw.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
so
Man's best friend.
what are your rules with Mezco? And like, have you been intrigued by any of the original stuff they've been putting out?
No.
Okay.
Simply because, like you say, my rules dictate that I find ways of not spending money on Mezco. But there are times where it's for me. So what happened with me with Mezco was I got the Muhammad Ali from Storm Collectibles, and I'd never had soft goods on a figure before, right? But then at that point, I was like, oh damn, like this is really cool having soft goods. And obviously, if you want soft goods on a figure, Z-Man, what company do you go to?
Mezco.
Exactly. So then I started looking at Mezco, I started looking at Captain America, and then Doctor Strange, and I kind of just snowballed, and I was like, you know, and this was before Marvel, Hasbro announced their 80th anniversary Legends of definitive versions of each of these characters, right? So I said to myself before that, because they hadn't revealed that yet, I was like, oh, I'm going to get the definitive Avengers in the Mezco soft goods look. So the thing I always ask myself is like, I wonder if Hasbro had revealed that like 3 weeks sooner, if I would have the Mezco collection that I have today. I might have talked myself out of it, but because I didn't, I have them. And but I have to say that the Mezco Captain America is one of my most favorite action figures in my collection. Like, it is fun, it is posable, the soft goods looks great. But I think Mezco can be hit and miss. Like, I have the Mezco Thor, for example, from the Ragnarok film, and he doesn't really have an ab crunch. He's not as posable as others figures are, and so it's a bit, you know, it's kind of counterproductive. But then when Z-Man like is talking to me about some of the original characters that Mezco do, I can see why people love them, and I can see why people really enjoy them. And like you say, Dan, if Mezco are putting out great action figures, and you're a fan of other Mezco action figures of, you know, properties that you know and love, why wouldn't you jump on the train and enjoy some of their original characters too?
Yeah, like Z-Man said, you can pick and choose the solo characters, the Mezco original characters, and not feel overwhelmed by going, well, I'm going to have an incomplete collection, because you can just pick and choose.
Exactly.
He looks like a giant, like, badass Scooby-Doo villain, to be fair. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just a badass, like, just funky looking evil monster. You could have the Power Rangers fighting him and no one would bat an eyelid. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just a cool looking action figure.
Yeah, it's like,
Exactly.
I mean, no one would ever do this unless they're crazy. But like, you could easily army build these guys. Not easily, but
you wouldn't have to be crazy, man. You'd have to be rich. You'd have to be Scrooge.
Yeah.
Rich to be able to do that.
Exactly, and I'm just like, you know, with people if people just collect Mezco, then yeah, they could probably do it. But you know, for me, I collect Marvel Legends. I'm collecting the DC McFarlane line, and I just no. There's a definite no on like army building Mezco if you had to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the great. Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
No, it's all good. Carry on.
I think the great thing about Mezco as well is that when you, like, not that you don't get this with other figures, but when you open it and you kind of just feel that, like, and you just feel it for the first time and you feel like the premium, like when you pick up a Mezco figure, you damn well feel the price that you paid for it. Would you say, Z-Man?
Yeah.
And it's such a satisfying feeling.
Yeah, and like when I got this box, as in like when I just saw it, I was just like, oh my. Like, well worth it, and
it looks premium, doesn't it? It looks and feels premium.
For sure.
And like, you know, obviously with other companies, the way they make figures is different, and you know, you can't have like Hasbro making cloth goods just because it's like cost. It's not going to be cost effective.
The thing is, if Hasbro started making cloth uniforms for people, they'd look out of place within the collection. Do you know what I mean? Marvel Legends have a certain aesthetic that they need to stick to now for the collection to look appealing. Like, that's why Mezco would have to be on a completely different shelf. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, I like my toy lines integrating a little bit. Do you know, like, where the Mezcos stand out a little bit too much? So, I don't know. You know my story. I've brought a couple before. But I'm curious. So, talking about Mezco, like you said, you're tempted to get any more. What is your most anticipated pre-order for the rest of the year. So that was the second question I asked all the guests, by the way, today, people. Is first question was favorite figure so far of Q1. Second question is their most anticipated pre-order. So something that's actually been revealed, something that's available for pre-order right now, and something they've got pre-ordered. So what's yours, Z-Man?
I have to say, Marvel Legends Quasar. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Oh my god, he just looks so.
We'll allow it. It's not technically up for pre-order, Z-Man, but we
or,
will allow.
Or Nova, like just because they're interchangeable.
I'm joking. It's absolutely fine. It's a revealed figure that's coming out in 2021. It's absolutely acceptable. It's fine. So those ones are awkward anyway because they're store exclusive, so you can't pre-order them. But the point is, you're going to buy it as soon as it comes out. So you a fan of the cosmic, the way that Marvel are choosing to go cosmic with their Walgreens exclusives, essentially?
Yeah, I just feel like, it's about time we get some more cosmic people. I mean, I just got the Guardians, the comic Guardians here.
Oh,
but
no,
I just feel
were
like
they the ones in the box set.
Yeah, the box set.
I missed out on that box set. That
it was
about
so expensive.
Brandon, when was that? 2014, 15?
It was 2014, Entertainment Earth exclusive.
Yeah, I didn't. Did you get that ages ago, or did you have to backtrack and get that, Z-Man?
I got it on this month.
Oh wow! So, okay, so you backtracked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it pricey then?
It was. So what happened was, originally it was like too pricey, because I got it from Amazon, because there was like there's only one left they had, so I got it, but then it was lost in shipping. So then I was giving back that money, and then I just went on eBay and I found a cheaper alternative, which didn't have the box, but had all the figures, all the accessory for I think it was like 100 or like 140, and I was like, that's much better. Like, because before on Amazon it was like 300, like 400, and I was like,
what, you actually pulled the trigger on 300?
Yeah.
You lunatic!
Look at his face.
Madman.
No, but luckily,
he was like, I kind of paid 140 on eBay.
Didn't want to admit that
Right.
publicly.
So he's saying that 140, and I'm like, that was a good buy, Z-Man. Like, good.
Yeah.
And then 300 on Amazon.
But that's how the game
like,
gets you, though, doesn't it?
On eBay before, it was like that price. So it was either going on eBay to pay the same price, but US shipping, or it would be like I found it on Amazon and then I went that route. It got lost in shipping. They gave me the refund. So hey, I still have money. And then I just
so he bought himself a Mezco.
Exactly.
With his change.
To reward himself.
Yeah. With his Guardians change, you went, I'll just buy a Mezco. It's not a problem. Now, fair play. That's how Hasbro get you, though, don't they? Well, not Hasbro, but in general. When you start building that collection, there's gaps. And when there's lulls, especially in the UK, like everything's delayed. Me and Brandon were speaking about it last week. You have lulls where you're like, okay, I've got a little bit of money that I probably would have spent if figures were coming out, but they're not. What else can I spend this money on? Like, it burns a hole in our pocket, and only collectors understand that.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I have to say that that box set is just solid.
Yeah,
like, that's one of my favorite Hasbro releases that there is.
Yeah.
Z-Man, pull your Star-Lord down and let's make Dan jealous. Let's do it.
Okay. Oh my god.
Let's make him envious.
You do realise I control the stream. I can press a button and make you both disappear. That's how it works.
Rich would never allow it.
No, I'm jealous. Even Rectangular would be mad at me because these are like clearly some of the best cosmic Marvel Legends there are.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. It was just I missed it just because I was not full in at that time.
The Groot is give or take. Like, I prefer the Diamond Select Groot.
Okay, so question: can you use the Diamond Select Groot as a substitute? Like,
yes.
Will they all scale?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay,
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I sold the Legends Groot and I have the Diamond Select Groot instead. But Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Star-Lord, mwah.
And Z-Man, look, that Mezco looks like it could be in the same universe as Star-Lord right there. It looks like he could be in a team, he could be an enemy.
Exactly.
So it does work. And those light features are pretty good as well. So yeah, that box set is impressive. So anything else you got your eye on before you get out of here, Z-Man?
Let's see. I'm kind of looking forward to. I know you guys were just like talking about the McFarlane Justice League figures, but I'm looking forward to the dark side. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
No, don't. Like, I'm not one of these people who tries to put my opinion on everybody else. Right? That's what's so great about collecting in this hobby in general is everyone can find joy in their own thing, and I do not have any hate with that. If you love these figures, Z-Man, I'm happy that you love these figures. I just wish they were better. You know, like I'm sure you would agree with that as well. But like you said, you're a fan of the film, you're a fan of these characters, and if that's all that's available, and you want these characters represented on plastic on your shelf, then fair play, enjoy them. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to suck the fun away from anyone.
No, it's cool because like I don't want to get like I want to see how the Dark Side and the Steppenwolf are,
and they look great. They look great, by the way.
They look good.
They look great.
It's just the Justice League members, apart from like I think the Flash looks okay, but it's the ones where like Aquaman just doesn't look great, and I'm just like
it's like Jason Momoa's like shorter cousin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just not Jason Momoa. Like the head's
and,
tiny. It's just
I feel like Mattel when they did the Justice League figures, although they had the Joss Whedon redesign of Steppenwolf. But those figures, I felt like they looked a lot better, and it just the scaling. I like if I had to like merge two shelves together, I'd love to do the DC and the DC Multiverse Mattel line with Marvel Legends because they like the height is a little bit like it's a little bit scaly, but it's still close to the 6-inch. But with like McFarlane, I mean, I got the McFarlane Batman. And it's just so tall, and it doesn't pose like those figures.
That's McFarlane's like his own design with the weird goggles. That reminds me of. Oh no, the very expensive figure just fell. Is it
I got it.
Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for that. I thought we caught that on camera.
No, it's all
yeah,
good.
I would suggest Z-Man, by the way, if you're a fan of the DC stuff. Mayfex is doing my favorite. Mayfex is my go-to place for DC stuff, as I'm sure you're well aware. One of my favorite figures I've got this year is the Hush Superman.
I'm still waiting on mine.
Where you ordered it from?
I pre-ordered it stupidly from Big Bad Toy Store just because, like, I was like, because I got the Hush Batman from there, and I was just like, okay, like that came reasonable time, although it was like. By the time all the reviews came out, then it came out, and I was just like, okay. But at least like, I was kind of like, for certain, this figure's going to be good. But with Superman, I'm just waiting, and it keeps on saying estimated March 2021. Like, before it was like, that's why I'm like so annoyed with Big Bad Toy Store. But then again, if it's an item on stock, it comes like within a reasonable time. But it's like the pre-order is just
Yeah, I got mine. I just wanted to jump in to say that I got mine from Nipanya Sun, and I know that Rectangular, bless him, he was waiting like 4 years for his IG-88, and I do think that was just one that got lost on a ship container. Do you know that container that got like sunk at sea? Like his IG-88 was probably lost with the Titanic, and Baron Ben's probably had to dive in to go and rescue his from that container. But to be fair, Nipan Yasan, I got mine within a week of it being shipped, like no issues at all. So
thing is, it hasn't even shipped yet. It's still on that pre-order state. Like I think it's now sold out.
It might be on back order. Do you know what I mean? Like, but Mayfex is the place to go, and I've got the Mayfex Justice League characters all in that scale. And you maybe have to hit Brandon up on the DMs and be like, do you know that Mayfex Superman that you don't like from this? Just tell him the Snyder Cut's terrible. Just try and convince him to tell it, you know.
Oh my god! I legit when I watched the film because I watched it on my older brother's birthday, and we were just like, yeah, let's see if this film changes my opinion. Because when I watched the original Justice League, I think I was just so hyped that we were getting a Justice League film. But then after I saw it like three times,
clouded by the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens to us all. Happens to us all.
like I saw
Just
it 3 times.
ask everybody who watched episode 1 when it first came out in the cinema. They'll tell you the same. They'll tell you the same.
Yeah. Although I'm a big prequel fan, so all these
You're the right
new-
age. You're the right age, though. You're the right age.
Z-Man, don't let anybody tell you any different. The prequels are the best Star Wars content there is, apart from Clone Wars. Okay, the originals. I mean, we don't talk about the sequels. I don't, at least. They are, where they belong, in a place that no one should ever talk about. But the prequels are the best.
I just hope that, obviously we got the new Qui-Gon and before the new Darth Maul. I just hope to see more. I need an episode 3 Obi-Wan, because I got the old one and it's just ugh.
I want an Anakin.
August,
I want an Anakin. I've been saying it. Why have we not got an Anakin Skywalker from episode 1? I need him to stand next to Jar Jar Binks. Simple as that. Like, I'm not going
Which one? There was
and a Padme.
two.
And a Padme.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I can have a little episode 1 collection, I would. But so far, like, it took us ages to get Jar Jar Binks. Like, I like episode 1 as well. I grew up on it. I watched it loads as a kid. I was about 10 when it came out, so I enjoy it. But Z-Man, thank you very much as always. I hate to kick you out of here. I know we could chat all day, but I want to get through everybody else this evening. But you tell the people where they can find you online.
So you can find me on Instagram at Agent Z-Man, and you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, but I haven't been on it.
You got a YouTube? YouTube, right? I encourage I've been trying to get Brandon to make a cooking with figures show for ages. Like,
Oh my
he
God.
and Rich M are trying to get into it. Like, my suggestion with YouTube is you just got to be consistent. Got to be consistent. Like, you can't be lackadaisical with YouTube because you'll never get any growth. Like, by no means, my channel's still tiny. Do not get me. I'm not deluded. I understand I've got a tiny channel, but I'm consistent and I'm trying to build a community. I'm not about numbers, if that makes sense. I would rather have 10 people that we all spoke and engaged with each other. Like, the people that are in the chat, a lot of the names I know. Do you know what I mean? I will speak to offline. So it's all about building a community. So don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about subscribers or anything like that. Just as long as you're engaging with the people that you want to, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I started just doing like gameplay videos, and then I got a whole new community of like JoJo fans and stuff. But then I started in my GCSEs, so it was the most terrible time to start a YouTube channel, because then it's just like all the whatever work to do. So
Too
then
busy
I've
to do,
been,
basically.
yeah. So now, like, I want to return. It's just making it.
Well, if you make it happen, my friend, I'm here to help. I'm here to I'll jump on and all of that good stuff or whatever. But so what is your YouTube then? You can tell the people, and if you type it in the chat, I will pin it to the top of the post during our next guest.
It is Z-Man12bat, all capitals. I will just put that in the chat now.
Put it in the chat, and I'll pin it to the top of the page. And then everyone, if you want to show some love to Z-Man, you go over to subscribe to his channel. He just told you he's only starting up. He's warming up, but hopefully some good content soon. And as I said, we're building a community here, people. So everyone follow each other. Everyone show the love. But yeah, once it's on there, Z-Man, I'll post it. I'll pin it to the top. But what's your Twitter? You're on Twitter as well. I always share your posts when you share.
Yeah, that's the same Z-Man12bat. Because but
Perfect.
Instagram's different.
Perfect. All right, Z-Man, pleasure as always.
Yes, thank you.
As I said, thank you for being a channel member as well. And I am going to do more with the channel membership stuff. I'm going to do because I don't think once a month is good enough. Do you know what I mean? I want to do an extra one where we can just come on and talk toys. So thank you very much. And we will 100% talk soon. All right.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Right, let's get rid of Z-Man. Thank you very much as always. And as I said, people, the channel memberships. As I said, I'm still learning. I'm still building. So we're doing today. All the channel members are joining in, and I think Tanner's next up. So Tanner, if you're about and you want to hit that link, then come on in, my friend. Come on down. Do you remember the game? Are you too young, Brandon, to remember like game shows where they'd be like, "Come on"?
I did catch that.
Yeah. Right, let me find the guest button. Right, there we go. All right, cool. Okay, so
Okay, we ready?
I'm just yeah. If Tanner's around, then Tanner click the link. Hopefully Rich I'm sure Rich has sent it him. All right, let me just pin the man's YouTube. I think Rich M put it in there for us.
There we go.
What's up, lads?
Pow! 1 second, Tanner. 1 second. We press a button. Get you on the screen. There he is. Tanner, how you doing, my friend? Welcome to see you. Happy Tuesday.
I'm all right. How you guys doing? You okay?
It's not Tuesday. It's Thursday. So ignore
All
me.
good.
Yes, mate.
Is
I'm
it?
fine.
Is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday?
Ignore me. I'm flustered. You know, I've got so many buttons in front of me. I'm just a bit flustered. But yeah, lift the camera up, Tanner. Let us see your face. Sorry, that's my
There
fault.
we go.
There he is. So how you doing?
Closer.
Are you doing
Yeah,
good?
good. Busy week at work.
What do you
Same
do?
as you, really.
What do you do if you don't mind me asking? I know that's a personal question, but I'm always very curious what people do outside of the hobby. You don't have to get into detail, but just
That's fine. Okay, so I work for a bank, basically. I
Okay,
can't go
cool.
too much into it because I think it's against the...
not a problem.
yeah,
As I said,
sure.
that's just me being nosy. I apologise. I'm just always very curious. Like I always ask Brandon. So Brandon, what are you doing today? Like, what are you doing on your call? So they go, I'm on a work call, and I'm like, yeah, but what are you doing on your work call? I'm just
Every day.
I'm just an inquisitive person. That's all it is. But yeah, busy as all of us. But we talk about toys, Tanner, because it distresses us. It's our escape from the nonsense of the real world. So please share with us your favourite toy of Q1.
So mine's a bit of a twofer, and you
Okay.
kind of already revealed it, Dan.
Okay, that's fine.
Because we got so close to Easter as well.
Hey,
We got and we got number 2.
Yes. Yeah. Now
So-
are you jealous,
yeah.
Brandon? Are you jealous of these turtles? No, Brandon does not care at all, does he? Yeah.
Oh man, guys, I've always wanted those figures. How could you do that to me? You know, why didn't anyone get me one of those?
Hear the enthusiasm in his voice there. No, thank you very much, Andy Davis, as always.
I tried.
Alright.
I will never forget.
I mean, mine, I've got a bit of a joint one because I can't really pick between the Turtles and the Mayfix Carnage.
Oh, beautiful. So
Nice.
I've not
So-
actually watched any reviews or brought it. So this is your opportunity. Sound me on it because it looks impressive.
So basically, it's your traditional 90s Carnage look, so from when he first came in. Now, the Marvel the accessories it comes with.
Gonna have to interrupt you for a super chat
Damien
real quick.
Ristori donated £5 through Super Chat. How
I'll tell you
thank
when
you,
it's over,
Damien
people. Thank you very much.
Ristori. Most anticipated 33 years later, a slide Thundercats Ultimates and Marvel Select Titanium. Man, 2 green meanies. Can never have only one Dan.
Thank you, Damien. He says the most anticipated 33 years later are is it Scythe Thundercats Ultimates? Is that the cat? I'm not a Thundercats guy. And Marvel Select Titanium Man. I know that one. 2 green meanies can never have more than one Dan. Yeah, that Titanium Man Select looks very impressive as well, by the way. But thank you very much for the super chat, Damien. I'm sure we'll swing back around. I'm sure someone will talk about Thundercats eventually. But back to Carnage. So 90s Carnage, you were saying?
So, as I was saying, your traditional 90s look from when he's first come in. I know the Marvel Legends have done a really good job, but
Recent as
with
well,
the
yeah.
one with the scythe, some of the accessories that come with this bad boy are just crazy, like that, like a little skewer sort of thing.
Yeah, looks good.
You've got a hammer. Boom.
Nice.
They come with a scythe as well. So you got that. It's all nice and coloured, both sides. You've got kind of like a Wolverine claws. Just a whole. That's just the tip of the iceberg, basically. You've got a whole bunch. You know what Mayfix are like with their figures. So much to do. Just the look looks so good. Just you can't. I mean. I know the newest Carnage Marvel Legends, it had the whole
sculpted detail.
The detail. It's all molded on. This is just paint. It just looks so good.
It looks slick though, if you know what I mean. It looks smart. It looks slick. So where do you display that with your Marvel Legends, or have you got your own little Mayfix corner?
So with regards to that, I've got a kind of like a Mayfix. I'm really only doing the Spider-Man comic book Mayfix. So I've got both the Spider-Man comic book ones. I've got Venom. I've got Miles Morales as well, even though that's more of like an older version.
Yeah.
But it's a case of really, I should. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Really, it's a case of at the moment I haven't, as nice as these figures are, I haven't got anywhere to display them, so they're currently sitting in a corner of my storage room, just all boxed up, all nice and lined up next to each other because they look so nice.
Yeah, they still look good like that.
They just look so nice, and it's just a case of I'd rather have it than not, so to say, even if it's just sitting in the corner.
FOMO gets us all. FOMO gets them all. The fear of missing out. You get it while you can, just in case you're gonna want it. It happens to us all.
Yeah. Which is a good point. I mean, with the Mayfex Peter, the original one at least, oh man, is really hard for people to get now. Really, really hard for people to get now. But I think those are some of the best figures from Mayfex. You know, the Spider-Man ones that they've been putting out, for sure.
Yeah, so, Mayfex have been doing the articulation and just that look. I think the Mayfex Spidey, the first one, is my favourite Spidey so far that's been released, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
The Mayfex figures, doesn't matter if they're DC, they're Marvel, they are genuinely some of the best action figures on the market. It's just, it kills our souls that they're like £70 a pop to import. Otherwise I'd be buying them all.
And I'm really looking forward to the Ben Reilly. It's not my most anticipated figure, but I'm really looking forward to the Ben Reilly one that's coming out later in the year as well. Because it's all like... Carry on, sorry. Yeah.
No. You go. Sorry.
It's a case of when I kind of first started reading the comics, it was at the start of the Clone Saga. So Ben's got a special place in my heart. Basically, I do like Ben. I do like Kane as well, and it's a case of I'm looking forward to that Mayfex. It just looks so good.
Yeah, and it comes with the blonde head as well, and all the pieces. Like you said, Mayfex always come. Well, for that price point, you want lots of accessories. Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course.
I love how they all streamlined together, like the colours and just the way they all. It looks like they've come out of the comic page once you get them all lined up.
Yeah, and the thing though is with this Carnage figure, it's so underrated because nobody's talking about it because it came out the same time as the Into the Spider-Verse figure, the Superman Hush figure. It's kind of been left on the wayside. But it's such a good figure. It's such a good figure. Yeah.
I don't deny it. As I said, I even said to you when we first started, I've never. Usually, I will watch. I live vicariously through other people. Do you know, so. Figures like that I can't, that I haven't got room for in the budget. I'll watch reviews and I'll see other people enjoying them. But that one I just completely skipped, and not intentionally either. It's not like I went, I'm not interested. Like you said, it just went under the radar because there was so much coming out at that time. But Mayfex are weird. They like play catch up. They like release 2 or 3 things at a time, and then something else that got delayed comes out as well. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, so
I would love them to do a Spider-Man 2099. Blue suit.
Oh, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be really good. If you
listen to Rectangular, we may get another Marvel Legend later.
Exactly. So I'm hoping Legends do it first, so that I don't have to spend the money on the Mayfex.
We should.
So I can justify not getting the Mayfex.
I mean, I've got the original 2099 Marvel Legend, and that is good. Do I want a redo of it because it's such a how can you improve? Well, you can improve on it, but it's
give it the new mold, I guess. Give it the new retro mold.
Yeah, I guess maybe some interchangeable hands as well, because he only comes with the open claw hands, right?
Okay, yeah. Every Spider-Man, doesn't matter who it is, needs web crawling hands, punching hands, swipping hands. Like you need to. He's that type of character. So that's a good choice because, as I said, I like choices that no one else has picked. Bunnies is a better choice. I love the bunnies. I can't help it. But what are you looking forward to, Tanner? What's your most anticipated?
So my most anticipated figure, and really I only noticed it because I saw a video on YouTube. It's the Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Spider. So basically, it was a. It's for a comic book Iron Spider, which hasn't been done yet. The Toy Biz one that was released years ago, which I have, is I didn't want to drag it out, is a pile of trash, for lack of a better term, because its feet are awful, and it's just sort of like, no, it needs to be redone. But the video I saw on YouTube of this, it was basically a Japanese video in which they went over all the articulation, went over literally everything there is, to the different ways to show it, the different ways to not, and it just basically, like fishing, it got me hook, line, and sinker.
I'm just trying to find a picture for you because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I really, really like it. And they've just released a variant of it as well, which I
Yeah, they got without actually releasing the figure, they got a black and gold variant as well, which also looks so good. But the factor is the red and gold, which I've already pre-ordered through Comics and Cocktails, is like 90 quid.
Right,
Do I really want to spend 180 quid on 2 figures? But
I've just pulled it up on the screen, so you'll see it now, people. So this is what Tanner's on about. And by the way, I'm completely with you. I have the Amazing Yamaguchi Iron Man. He's the only one I've got, just because I wanted to get other companies' version of Iron Man. Do you know, like, I just love Iron Man. Let's see what other company's got. And I think this is probably going to be my next Amazing Yamaguchi pickup. Like, the comic look of this character. From the original Civil War run in the comics as well. And what I like is in the comics, the Civil War comics, he actually has 3 arms. So they give you 4 arms with this, so because obviously some people don't like the 3-arm look. So you can have the actual comic 3-arm look if you want to, or if you don't, you can go for the more I don't know, traditional. I don't know how you want to call it, but what people expect it to be 4 arms. But yeah, it just looks so good. Look at that.
Yeah,
so good.
I mean, it's literally going to go. I'm probably going to have a display when I do get it with my Mafex and that, or for the moment until Hasbro release a version of that, it's going to go in my Spider-Verse display, just sort of like over in the background with his claws all out, kind of like the picture of the one where he's balancing on the claws you showed a little bit earlier.
Yeah, 100%. That's what's amazing about these type of characters is that with Spider-Man, like you said, you could build a Spider-Verse display and have Spider-Man from different toy companies just all over the place and it not look out of place. But there's the Iron Man, as I said, I've got that one on the shelf behind me and I love that. So yeah, this was very intriguing. And again, I just mentioned as well, the black version. Again, like, Rich M, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Was this version ever in the comics, or is it just a quick repaint from the toy company to try and make some money back on that mold? Because it looks cool, though. I'm not going to lie. It looks good.
I think I can answer that one. It was in the Miles Morales comics.
Ah, there you go.
Recently. So I think his uncle got the costume, basically repainted it so it's like that and went around. I can't remember what he called himself. It wasn't the Iron Spider, but it's a case of he had another name, but he did use that costume. So it's kind of like dragging me to pick that one up as well, just to have the 2 looks, and that one just looks so sweet.
If you get the red and gold in hand and you really like it, I have no doubt you'll go backtracking to get
Yeah. But apparently, from what I've heard, that version is only a Japanese store exclusive. Now, when I've looked on the actual Japanese store, it only ships to Japan, which is sort of like, oh, okay. That may have made my decision for me whether or not to pick it up.
Life finds a way, Tanner. There'll be someone. Comic and Cocktails will have it up before you know it. Trust me. They always get you like that. I regret not getting the black suit Hush Batman. I thought, like, I waited and I was like, I want it, but I'll wait. And then when I actually decided I wanted it, it was sold out, and I was like, no, like typical. My own fault. But yeah, anything else caught your eye this year?
Well, as I said, the Mafex Ben Reilly.
Yeah.
Also, you can't go this stream without saying it, the HasLab Sentinel.
Oh, do you know what? We forget.
Of course, the fact that it's coming out this year, it's sold so many in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
It's got to be mentioned as well.
So you went in on that, right?
I went in on. I only got the one, not
that's
2
fine.
like you guys,
but
just
fine.
the one.
But if it worked for Brandon, I would have got 3. But whatever, Brandon.
I was waiting on that. As soon as I heard Sentinel, I thought, oh, here we go. He's gonna mention it again.
I mean, I've already got how I'm gonna display it because I've got already a couple of Sentinels already. I'm going to put the Master Mold head on it and just have it with all the Sentinels I have. I've got the Toy Biz one. I'm waiting on the Theta Sentinel from the House of X-Wave as well.
Yeah.
Whenever everything arrives in the country.
In the UK, yeah, I know. Apparently, the last 2 figures are delayed until the end of March. So we might see them by Friday next week, but I don't know. Maybe. That's just what I'm saying.
Fingers crossed I got paid the other day, so yeah.
Just put that money to the side because it's coming. The last 2 should be here by the end of March anyway.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah, you're right. Sentinel, like, as I said, we're here talking about the first quarter of 2021. It's over. The first quarter's over. We're into quarter 2, and the Sentinels got to be coming quarter 2, quarter 3, right?
I think it was September. Everyone was saying.
Yeah, we shall see. It's soon. Basically, it's soon, isn't it? It's creeping up on us.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm excited.
I look forward to that appearing at my door while I'm at work, just to see who takes it in and be like, "What the fuck is this?" Pardon my swear. What the heck is this?
Yeah.
What have you bought now, so to say? I mean, I already get it with everything else I pick up, but it's a case of that's going to be next level.
Yeah, you need to tip your postman the day before and be like, look, you need to do me a favour and just wait until I'm home for this one. Yeah, I will have that same issue. Trust me, Tanner, I'm going to have that exact same issue. What's this? Nothing. It's just a box of boxes. I need some more boxes.
Just look the other way.
Yeah. All right, beautiful, Tanner. Where can the people find you online?
So I've got an Instagram I don't really use, as I mentioned last time. I'm more active on Twitter under SuperTurk5000. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm thinking of setting up a second Instagram for me, just purely for like action figures, posing, just like displays.
Tanner, I did that.
But it's just getting round to it.
That's exactly what I did about 4 years ago. I was like, none of my actual friends that I know in real life care about my toys. So I made a separate account, and now I literally haven't posted on my other account in like years. Like I literally only post on this toy one now. So yeah, as I said to Z-Man, it's all about the community. So if there are places out there where people can connect, beautiful. But yeah, we can see you here. Thank you very much for becoming a channel member. So hopefully you'll be a regular here on these streams. And as I said to Z-Man, I definitely am going to do another stream. Do you drink? Would you be up for doing Legends and Liquor? I'm trying to sell this Legends and Liquor idea.
Sure. Easy. Why not? Get me a Sailor Jerry's and Coke or a couple of beers. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, beautiful. I'm trying to sell that idea. I'm trying to get everyone on board. Like Legends and Liquor, we just meet up, drink and talk toys. I like it. Brandon will just sit in the corner eating ice cream. That's fine. I don't mind it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cookie dough Ben and Jerry's. Hell yeah.
All right, beautiful, Tanner. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us, Tanner.
See you later, lads.
Bye. Bye. Beautiful. Right. Sorry, Rich, I didn't give you the heads up, but I'm cautious of time. So I apologise to everyone who's planning to come on this evening and who isn't here. Brandon's still there. There he is. Sorry, Brandon. Sorry. There's your forehead. There's so many buttons. I told you. Friday only talks super chats. She won't do anything else. But I think Cloud's next up. Our good friend Cloud Foxwell is going to be joining us. I think Cloud is next. So Cloud, if you're about, get the Rich to send you the link, and come on down. Beautiful. I'll take a minute to take a sip. I've got an empty can now. I don't need this anymore. But good choices so far, Brandon, by everyone. Good choices.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, really good choices.
Just shows after like a year how quick it is. Oh, there he is. 1 second, Cloud. 1 second. Let me press some buttons. See if I can get you on screen. There he is, Cloud Foxwell. How you doing, my friend? I keep saying Tuesday. Why do I keep saying Tuesday? Happy
I think they jinxed us in the chat.
They did. They genuinely did. How are you doing, my friend? You good this evening?
Yeah, I'm good. I took a day off today.
Oh, wow. I hope it wasn't just for us.
No.
Oh, you're too kind. Cloud, you're too kind. What do you do, Cloud, if you don't mind me asking? I'm going to ask this to everybody now.
That's fine. I do IT work for 100flowers.com. So we work behind the scenes. It's the first grown-up job I've ever had.
Yeah.
So
fair play.
Did you say 100flowers.com?
Yep.
I use 100flowers.com.
If you have any issues, let me know.
There you go. You got tech support straight away there, Brandon. When you're sending flowers to the listeners, anything goes wrong, it's cool. No, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm always curious what people do, as I said, outside the hobby. So I'm genuinely just being nosy. But
no, that's fine.
But right, we're here talking toys as always, and we've had some great picks so far, Cloud. So I'm hoping that you keep bringing the fire. So, what is your favourite thing you have picked up in the first quarter of 2021?
So I thought about it for a while, and it's actually a figure I didn't expect to get. Okay. It was sitting on like my Amazon wish list for weeks, and I was like, I don't know, and finally I pulled the trigger and I picked up the Riders Punisher.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was gonna like it. I love it. The head sculpt, the weapons. I like the with the Skyrim helmet that he's got going on here.
Yeah.
The bike is, I don't know if you guys have seen this up close. The license plate says PNSH and then 616.
Oh, nice.
Got the little skull on the odometer here. It's so much cooler than I thought it was going to be. I absolutely love it.
The helmet's from in the comic. There's a comic issue where he's wearing that helmet and he's with Juggernaut, someone else, and they're called the Kill Crew. So that's his Kill Crew helmet. But it's that's the best Punisher Marvel Legend. Full stop. End of story.
I had the one with the face paint that they did a while back. I had on my shelf, and this guy's totally going to take his place. He's fantastic.
And what Brandon loves about Brandon, tell us what your favorite thing about that Punisher is.
Those pinless.
Yeah,
arms.
That's what I thought.
And remind me, are the legs pinless? Where is mine?
No, the legs aren't pinless. He does have.
No, just the arms. Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
Yep,
but the thing is, I don't mind legs not being pinless because it's not as noticeable. But with the arms, mwah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so clean looking.
Yeah.
By the way, Cloud, I love that when you're on, people are putting the fox emoji in the chat, so I had to do some
yes.
stuff. That's beautiful.
That's me. That's the fox.
beautiful. So have you do you know with the bike? So do you display him with the bike or not? Because some people are buying these riders figures and don't even care about the bike, if you know what I mean. They just want the character, and because that Punisher is worthy of getting, even if you don't care about the bike. But I'm just curious if you're displaying it.
So originally on my display, when it was so much smaller than it is now, I had Ghost Rider, and I had him on his bike, and it slowly became like just more and more and more crowded up there, and I had to take it down. But I'm gonna have to open up another shelf or something because the bike needs to be on display. It's too nice. I've got up top, I've got Wolverine on his.
Yeah, Logan.
I need to make space on this for the Punisher bike. I like it too much.
I just want to shout out the Sunny channel who's in the chat watching. He always makes me laugh on his streams and whatnot when I occasionally watch. And he's just said receding hairline Punisher over face paint Punisher, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I feel Punisher's pain. My hair keeps getting further and further back every year I get older. So I feel. Look at this quiff. This is stupid, isn't it? Ridiculous. But
Dan, have you got grey hairs yet?
Oh, my beard is going grey, mate. Honestly, like
no,
I've grey beard and hairs in my beard. I have to pull out.
Man.
It's ridiculous. I'm getting old, Brandon. I'm not young. I'm not young like you. You're young gun. But yeah, right. So you said you replaced the face paint Punisher. Like, so do you genuinely replace it, like? Or is that just a figure of speech? Like, is he now in a box, not on display, or do you just move him to the back or move him to a different shelf? I'm always curious, because some people have rules, don't they, where they can only have one character, one version of a character on display. So I'm curious what your rule is there.
I try to stick to one.
Yeah.
So there are, in my closet, I've got a number of different versions of the characters. If I can't work them into a separate display, they go off to the side until I can do something else with them. So the face paint Punisher is currently up. But this guy he will be taking his spot on the shelf. It's one of each.
They've done so many Punishers recently. You could build a little Punisher corner because you've got the War Machine Punisher, you've got the Punisher with the
Punisher verse.
The army trouser Punisher. Oh no, that is the face paint one, isn't it? You've got the Walgreens Punisher, the vintage Punisher. What else? Am I missing any? Netflix Punisher.
The original Walgreens Punisher.
Yeah. As I said, you could definitely have a Punisher corner, but I don't mind that. Frank Castle is one of my favourite characters, and I guess technically, that Cosmic Ghost Rider is Punisher, right? Is Frank Castle?
Yeah. Yep.
Have you got the Cosmic Ghost Rider?
No, I didn't pick him up. I don't really have much attachment to the character. I'm not as familiar with him. A lot of my stuff goes back to like the 80s and 90s. That's where I kind of.
No, I agree. The Cosmic Ghost Rider was one that caught me off guard because I didn't think I wanted it, didn't think I needed it, but I like those characters that make me do a little bit of reading, and then once you got reading and you go down those holes, you're like, okay, I get it. So now I've got him, and I've got the Thanos, and I've got the Fallen, like, and it makes sense, you know. Like, so don't be like me. You'll have no money.
I'm trying.
But no, great choice.
It's definitely, I agree. It's definitely I think it's a much more fun way to go, having one definitive per character. I think the only thing that I always found difficult with that was, wait, what if I like a modern Cap but a classic Iron Man?
Right.
And then I'm like, wait, they don't fit. and then I then get I get like Dan syndrome where you end up having to you have to get all more.
I've got like the classic looking Avengers there in the middle, right? Classic look, their classic look.
Yeah.
So it's mainly the Marvel 80 years anniversary. But then down here, I've got more of the modernized version. So like the Invincible Iron Man. I think it's the Red Onslaught Captain America. Do you know, like, so you can, like, I find a way to break those rules and go, okay, I can have two versions of the character if they're in different sections. Yeah, there you go. That's a very modernized display you got there, Brandon. Is that right in saying a modernized sort of display?
Yeah, I think so. I think I tried to go as modern as possible. I tried to hit that that heroic age kind of vibe, like 2000s, 2010s kind of vibe. Yeah, but then my X-Men are all 90s, so
yeah. No, some certain characters like they can fit in anywhere anyway. Do you know, certain characters' looks can fit in any section of the display. It's just iconic. Those iconic characters. I've got Spider-Man in his classic red and blue. You can put him in any display, and it's clearly Spider-Man. So certain characters do break that rule. But
some of my extra ones end up in the Resistance.
Hey, so, the Resistance. Yeah, I remember the Resistance there. I'm trying to do that, by the way. I don't know if you can see, but like I've got a crew up here that are not. They don't make any sense. There's no storylines. They don't fit together in the comics. I've just put them together. So I guess, Cloud, that you've inspired me, and subconsciously, without even knowing it, I've built my own UK version of the Resistance.
There you go. It's the UK chapter. That's great.
UK chapter of the Resistance. I'll post a proper picture of that so you can see who's in it. But we've got Psylocke, Union Jack, of course. We've got the custom Dan W head on a Union Jack. We've got to make that happen. I still need someone to paint it for me. But I myself will join the Resistance in figure form.
I love that it's spreading still.
Brandon, you need to get on it. You can make that happen easy, Brandon. You've been doing your ACBA. You can mix it around and build a Resistance.
As I was very young, my brother and a friend of ours were playing with just very assorted figures, and we were hiding, I think, in his little brother's play school barn, and there was like Godzilla and stuff coming. So it was just about it was like in the future, and all of these universes like were existed at the same robots and stuff. So it was really about take all of these characters you love and put them together and have fun with it. That's
and that is what's so good. That's, as I said, they're collectibles. We're all adults, like, going back in nostalgia, but that's what toys were all about as a kid. It's like those. I say it all the time. Like, I didn't show it off this week because I didn't think anyone would care. But I recently picked up the NECA Valdez to complete my sort of NECA Alien human collection, and like I would. In my brain as a kid, my toys would only play together if they were in the same scale. So, so I was very picky like that. So I would always cross universes as well. As long as they were in the same scale and it would make sense to my eyes, it would happen. But no, I love that whole concept. So, okay, Cloud. So that's your favourite pickup of the year so far. What is your most anticipated of the year that you've got pre-ordered or pre-ordering this year?
So, first of all, with all the Mafex talk, I am leaning more towards pulling the trigger on Psylocke and Brown Costume Wolverine. You guys are killing me with this. But I'm gonna go with the Sentinel Ronin Warriors. I'll pull him down. This is a cartoon from when I was 14, maybe.
Okay.
And a buddy of mine found it by chance. We were reading TV Guide when that was a thing.
Yeah.
And they had this anime come on, and we loved it. And they've got. They're like $140, but they've got two coming out this year, one of which was my buddy's favorite character, and I haven't spoken to him since we were kids, so it's like that last connection I have to him.
Oh,
so I'm really excited for those to come in. I hate how expensive they are, but I can't help it. So
Sentinel, the toy company Sentinel are making the figures, yeah.
Yeah, and they've got like the armor can come off because they have like a more body jumpsuit kind of style, and then the pieces go on with like snaps and magnets, so you can make them look like either appearance. So this year, at the end of this year, we'll have 3 out of the 5. So
do you reckon they're going to keep doing them, or they have to, right? If there's a whole team.
They have to at this point. Like if you do like just the one, like just the leader of the team, that's one thing. But they've got 2 more on the way. They've got to do the other 2. I mean, they even had a group of 4 evil warlords that had like similar armor. I hope they get to them. I don't, because it's like crazy expensive, but I want it anyway.
So that figure you just held up, is that one of the Sentinel figures? Is that like their first one? Yeah.
Yep, this was the first one. They did
Let me go full screen on you. Let me go full screen because I like learning new things. There you go. The floor is yours.
I am losing his armor. Here we go. So I mean, he does have a helmet. They have different face plates.
So if you're familiar with this in the chat, by the way, let us know. I'm always curious.
Yeah, I'm very curious because a lot of people have never heard of this. It's called Samurai Troopers in Japan, but it's
I love
they did one.
The Western world messes up the names.
They did one years ago, and he had all metal armor, and it was, I think at the time it was like $70, and I thought that was bad, but he took a header off my shelf, and my cat chewed up the swords.
Oh no!
So it was like ruined. I still have him. He's in the box, but I missed out on the other 4 warriors. So this is my chance to finally get them.
Get the whole squad. Yeah, no.
Proper job.
No, I love when like certain things are not as popular as everything else. Do you know, like so certain like that type of thing. You probably didn't think you were going to be able to get a chance to get them until Sentinel even released the first one. So I love when when toy lines come out of nowhere and you're like, oh, like today with Gargoyles, everyone's going crazy. Like a lot of people are really excited about it because it caught everyone off guard. Do you know that? Oh, we didn't think we were even going to get them, and now they're here. Do you know? So I love when a toy company can do that. And Sentinel, I think Sentinel as a toy company is going to slowly start rising up. Because if they start taking up some of the bigger properties, like they are, I know the Spider-Verse Miles is going to be probably one of their first mainstream licenses. But if they can start picking up some other stuff, they're making some quality stuff. I know, like Rectangular talks about the Iron Man a lot and stuff like. So I'm tempted. Like I mean, I'm curious now to just get something, you know, just to check it out.
Check it out. Yeah, they're pricey, but they're really nice. I'm happy with how he turned out. He's not something you can really. You have to kind of put him together and set him down because I've got like bits of the armor will fall off if you manipulate it too much. But he looks fantastic on the shelf. I can't wait to put his brothers with him. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that would be good when you finally can start filling the squad. But I have places on my shelf like that at all where I never go back and repose. It's like, no, this is the pose I want them in. This is how they live on the shelf. Do you know, like, so...
Yep.
I like mixing up the Marvel Legends every now and then because they're easy. But there's some of the imports, you're like, no, just get them in a great pose and just stay like that. Yeah. Because you're too scared of breaking it because it costs so much money as well. You're like...
Exactly.
And I'm always scared. I'm always scared of putting the imports like high as well. Like I need like a shelf just 1 inch above the floor to put my imports on, just in case they fall off. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Okay. It just tapped the floor. It's not a problem.
Right under the carpet.
But I don't have pets, so I guess that's easy for me. But anyone with pets is probably a dangerous game. Or
Go
kids.
Either way.
Pets and kids, dangerous. Two dangerous elements to anyone's toy rooms and collections.
No kids. No. I'm the kid in this house here, so
same.
We're good.
Same. No pets, no kids. My room is complete. And my missus does not care either, so this room is safe. Unless she leaves the window open or comes in and hoovers. I always panic when she comes around with the hoover. I'm like, no, let me check the floor. I've went through hoover bags before looking for like batons from the last time I did it was
really
one of my I just looked on the shelf and one of the who was it, Daredevil, one of his batons, billy clubs, was missing, and I was like, no, he was holding that billy club, and I'm like, where's the hoover? Like, when I genuinely went through the hoover bag, discussed him, whatever, but I was like, I need this bloody thing. I eventually found it like upstairs. Do you know, because when I review stuff, I have to take figures off the shelf to do comparisons. It was one of those occasions where I took a Daredevil and it had fell off on my journey. So I managed to find it, but yeah, I do always get scared losing pieces. What anything else before you get out of here, Cloud, that's caught your eye?
Unrelated, but we had a discussion about this in the Discord, or I think it was on Twitter with Nathan. They were saying that we don't have Jaffa cakes.
Oh, okay.
And I ordered like a box of them, and they're already almost gone. But we do get them here, and I know what they are, and they're amazing. So I wanted to share that.
So is that a Jaffa cake? A different brand, I'm guessing.
It's a different brand, yeah. Like you can get like Jaffa cake brand, but it's the same. It's that like spongy little biscuit with the chocolate and the fruit.
Okay, this is the one that catches everyone off guard, and you've probably heard me talk about it before. But Yorkshire pudding. You get them as well.
Yeah, and people think it's like pudding, like Jello, and it's not. It's nothing remotely close to that.
Have it with a roast dinner. But people didn't even know what a roast was either. I remember saying, "Oh, this whole thing confuses me. The American and UK and Canada's connections is crazy."
Watch more BBC. It'd be good.
Is that like what's the most British stereotype over there? Is it like tea and crumpets in the royal family?
Yeah,
It's a
pretty
shit.
much.
Like, we don't care about the royal family. You guys, the Americans, genuinely care more about the royal family than we do. We don't care. No one cares. Like someone asked me the other day, did I watch that interview with that Oprah interview? And I was like, what? Why? Why would I watch that? I don't care.
Dan was like, no, I was watching Robo and Unparalleled. What are you talking about?
Really rich people complaining to other really rich people. Oh, bore off. Do you know what I mean?
Cares?
Who
Oh my
cares?
god.
Sorry.
No, Americans care too much about everything. They need to be involved. That's just how it goes here. So I stay home.
Now I want a Jaffa cake. I haven't had a Jaffa cake in ages. I used to have them on my packed lunch when I was a kid. My mum used to get a packed lunch for school. Don't know why. That's just what comes to my brain. But Jaffa cakes. Now I fancy a Jaffa cake. Do you like Jaffa cakes, Brandon?
I love Jaffa cakes.
Oh,
don't bring Jaffa cakes around me. They will not last long.
Okay, Jaffa cakes and ice cream.
I'm not joking.
We want to put a smile on Brandon's face, people. We know when we meet him, just bring Jaffa cakes and ice cream. All right. Probably Jaffa cakes because the ice cream a bit hard to freeze unless you bring a freezer bag. I don't know. It depends how much effort you want to make when you meet Brandon, I guess. Depends how much effort. But Cloud, thank you very much for joining us as always. Sorry it's brief, but as I said to everyone else, thank you for being a channel member. And I definitely am going to do more of these. The once a month thing is good, but I'm going to sneak in another stream somewhere where we can just chop it up and have everyone on screen talking toys. So I hope you stick around. But where can the people find you online until then?
I'm on Instagram at cloud_network, and I'm on Twitter as @cloudfoxwell. Very boring, but
Nice.
I'm trying to be more active on Instagram with pictures and whatnot, and I'm more offensive on Twitter. So be careful.
I think everyone is, to be fair. It's like quick thoughts. But yeah, again, if you type in where you are, I'll pin it to the top during our next guest. But Cloud, pleasure as always. Always fun talking.
Yes, absolutely. Always fun.
You always bring something a little bit different as well, which I like.
And I love it.
Yeah, like I like because I could talk about Marvel Legends all day, but I like when people are teaching me new things and making me want to look, research, and check stuff out. So I appreciate it, Cloud. I really do. And hopefully we'll talk again soon.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye bye.
Sure. Take care, man.
Beautiful.
Dan, I'm gonna have to hop off in like 10 minutes.
Not a problem. As I said,
I
knew we'd run late. Hang on, there's 2 Brandon foreheads there. Let me skip back a second. Okay.
Just while we're waiting for the next guest, I'm gonna quickly spitball with you. What was your number one figure of Q1 2021?
Oh my! So as I said, the Spunny Turtles, just because for me, I didn't think I'd ever get them. And I got them thanks to Andy Davis. So, like, me, I said at the start of the year, Turtles and Marvel. Easily, one of like, this and Hush Batman. I got Hush Batman last year, but like as I said, for me, I love DC just as much. Well, probably not as much as I love Marvel, but I love them a lot. Do you know what I mean? Batman's up there, with one of my favorite characters. So it kills me that I don't have much choice. But this is the best Superman action figure there is. Full stop.
Absolutely. And your most anticipated for 2021?
Do you know what? Now that I've been reminded by Tanner, I think I'm going to have to say the Sentinel.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, one sec. Let me just press some buttons. Get everyone on screen. 1 second. Right, it should be Ralph Abnugler. Are you there, my friend? Are you there?
Yeah.
Pow! How you doing, my friend? Sorry, I'm pressing buttons. I've got so much on my screen, it's ridiculous. What do you prefer, by the way? Because I keep calling you Ralph, but I don't even know if you like being called Ralph.
Ralph's fine.
Because, it's like when people say, "Do you mind being called Dan?" I'm like, "It is my name." Do you know? I don't. People do it genuinely.
This guy cracks me up.
People call me Daniel, right? Because people call me Daniel, right? Which I think is very formal. So then people go, "Do you mind if I call you Dan?" And I'm like, "I actually prefer if you call me Dan. Like, as long as you don't call me Danny."
Yeah, exactly.
Not a fan of Danny, but I shouldn't have said that on the stream because now everyone's going to call me Danny. Bad idea.
Wait, real quick, Ralph. Which of those McFarlane Avatar figures are you most excited for?
I don't know. I was excited for just getting some new Avatar, but
Yeah.
with the scales, I'll have to see them.
Yeah, and I'm the same. When McFarlane announced they were going to have that license, I was like, "That's it. I'm getting everything." Right? Just because I remember the days when I had those Mattel Avatar figures, and they were really bad. Right? Like by today's standards. So when I saw that McFarlane were going to get it, I was like, "I don't care. I'm going to get them all." But now seeing that,
Yeah, I don't know why they decided to go with 5 and 7 inch and 12 inch, and I don't know.
I kind of get 12-inch because, like, you know, it makes sense. I don't think it's a good idea, but it makes sense. But 5 and 7, that really doesn't make sense. It's like, what's the best scale that people collect action figures at? Oh, it's 6-inch. I know what we'll do. 2 lines that are 5 and 7. It's like, what?
Some companies think different's better. Some companies genuinely think if I do something different, we're gonna see more repeat. People are gonna turn and look because we're different. Look, we're 5-inch. They don't realize. No, people just like what they like. Do you know?
Yeah,
Overcomplicate.
it's weird. Okay. I got to run. So, and I think Phil's gonna tag me up. But just quickly, Marvel Legends Mars was the best so far of 2021. I think my most anticipated is anything Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, and hopefully, Brandon, we can talk about them officially very, very soon.
Yes,
very
I look forward to it.
But Brandon,
guys,
thank you
have a
very
good
much
one.
as always. Brandon, thank you. Follow him as always. Hero.collections. You know the score. His ACBA game is on point at the minute. But yeah, Brandon, until next week, we shall see you soon. Yeah. Thank you as always.
I look forward to it. Take care, guys. Bye.
Right, we've now been promoted to 2-screen, Ralph. I don't know what you did to offend poor Brandon. Oh wait, I think Phil's jumped in. I think we're good. I think we're good. Hang on, one sec. So many buttons. Pal, Phil. Everyone knows Phil. This is Phil. How are we doing, Phil? We're chatting. Basically, Phil's tagging in for Brandon, co-hosting while we have everyone else in. So we're good. Let me just get rid of that tag because Abnormal is definitely not Brandon. And we're good to go. Right, look at the YouTube, Phil, and rejig your camera and then you can see what's going on. Right, Ralph, speak to me. On the table, I see Spawn. Is that the Kickstarter Spawn? And then Sam
yes,
and Max. Is that Sam and Max? Is that Boss Fight Sam and Max?
Yeah, Boss Fight Sam and Max.
So obviously I keep an eye on Boss Fights because they do Bucky O'Hare stuff. So
right.
I know of Sam and Max just through the toys. Like I've never seen the show or anything like that at all.
I didn't see the show that well, but I was a big fan of the original LucasArts game.
Oh, okay, yeah. So was it a game first, then a TV show, then a comic?
I think it was a comic book first, and then
like most things.
They did the LucasArts game back in the day, and then they did the cartoon.
So is that you showing us now your favorite figures of Q1? Are they on display on the table? Speak to us.
Sam and Max are just kind of like are sort of what the ones I like, but Spawns are the ones that are number one.
So are they the Kickstarter Spawns?
Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
So oh no, he's broke.
No, he's fine.
Okay, good. I always panic when people drop stuff because I hate that feeling. Do you know when you drop a phone and you like panic, like, oh no, if I pick up it's gonna be cracked, and then it's not cracked, and you're like, hooray! But no, Spawn's alive is good. So tell us about the Kickstarter because obviously I didn't go in for it. Phil, I'm assuming, didn't go in for it either. So Did you go in for like the big package where you get more than one, or how does it work? What did you do?
Yeah, I got the three pack because I wanted I knew I wanted the original classic one, which is this one right here.
Yeah.
And I wanted the modern one because of the face sculpts and everything. And I just thought that the price would go up, and I'd probably end up reselling the black and white
Yeah, the
artist proof or
yeah,
whatever.
that's the word. Yeah, it's weird because Dante from the Infinity Equation podcast, Dark Joke, has just jumped in. He must have heard you talking about Spawn because I think he had sixth sense. He just wanted to come in to just he went his senses are tingling him. Someone was talking about Spawn, so he had to come in quick to shut it down to be like, no, this is a terrible figure. So quickly tell us why you like it before he gets talking.
Well, I know it's not the best figure. I know it could have been a lot better, but for what it is, at least for myself, I'm a big Spawn fan, and I always really hated the figures that McFarlane used to make where they were in a weird pose and they would not be able to move at all,
like statues.
So this
Faction
one, so these ones can move a little bit. I know there's some issues with it, but I myself knew what I was getting myself into when I bought them. So I wasn't really upset about the lack of articulation or the big cape or whatnot. And when I got them in hand, the figures are actually really, really beautiful when you have them in hand.
Well, like I said earlier in the stream, like everyone's allowed to have an opinion and whatever like that, but if it brings you joy and you're happy with it, who cares what anyone else thinks? If you are happy with that figure and you compose it the way you want it and it looks as good as you wanted it to, like, then fair play. So do you reckon does it have enough articulation? Because I know that's a big point for you, not for everyone else, for you.
I think for me it does. Yeah, for me it does. Now I think that if they would have gone with one little thing, it would have been a lot better. The cape should have been removable.
Okay. So is it heavy? Will it weigh him down? Does he need the stand?
It kind of the other one wasn't wearing the stand, but the thing is, it's so cumbersome that a lot of the articulation is impeded by the cape.
Okay. And
you can't take it off. So I was thinking that if they had gone the Super 7 route, like they did with the Mumbra figure,
okay,
that it came with a fabric cape and a plastic cape.
Yeah, they say they did the same with Splinter, didn't they? With a fabric and plastic, yeah.
Then this would have been a really good figure.
Is it really hard to get Spawn's look in fabric, if that makes sense? Do you know, because his cape's so crazy. Like, wouldn't the cape have to be wired and all over the place to have that Spawn look?
It probably would have been.
Yeah.
But I've seen some customizers that have done amazing work on cloth capes that just look really good.
So me looking at that on camera now, it seems like it takes up a lot of real estate on your shelf. Like looking at your shelves behind you, you're like me, you've got all your figures stacked up. If Spawn was going to go take up, he's going to have to take off like 20 figures just to pose him with his with his cape.
No, I have him posted somewhere else.
Okay, he's got his own. He's rented his own section of Abnugler's collection. Okay, nice. So do you pose your? I've seen the two Spawns there. So you're not interested in the artist proof one, but are you posing them together? I'm assuming one of them's got the dead head on it, and the other one's got the mask on it.
One's got the shoelace head on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, I'm not a big Spawn guy, but like most things that are made toys of, I'm very aware of them, if you know what I mean.
Right. And the other one's just the classic Spawn. So this is how the classic Spawn, I have them posted with Necro Energies, the effects.
Yeah, they look good. I like the green contrast against the Spawn colours. It does look good. Phil, you recently showed off a Spawn that you brought, didn't you? You brought the Mortal Kombat one, right? There you go.
I did, yeah.
It's like you had it ready and prepared there.
Crazy. I haven't opened it yet, as you can tell, but I'm quite new to Spawn. I don't think probably Rich will defend this, but I don't think Spawn came to the UK as much as I wasn't really aware of Spawn as other people were, and I'm not sure if the figures made a big impact over here. But I watched the during the first lockdown last year, I watched the Spawn movie from '97. It's not the greatest movie in the world,
No.
but it's entertaining. And I just wanted to get a Spawn on the shelf, and I've got one Spawn figure. I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically it's a statue. So I just wanted to get this one as a nice representation when the reviews went for this one last year, and it's it looks really nice. So I can't wait to open it.
And you've got the one with the mace as well. You've got I think the mace is the best weapon for the.
It is the next one, yeah.
So Ralph, do you have that one as well? Like I'm assuming you must have.
No, I was gonna get that one, but since I got these two, I didn't feel the need to get the Mortal Kombat one.
No, 100%. And the Mortal Kombat one is quite similar to the original look, though, isn't it? It's just a little differences.
Yeah, it's very similar. It just came to me, the other one I got is the Commando Spawn, which is a McFarlane from maybe 2-3 years ago, and that's basically a staction figure. It's got 3 moves of posability, but it looks really cool on the shelf, and Commando Spawn looks really cool. But I just wanted one with a bit more movement. But hopefully this will be it.
It does look good, Ralph. It does look good. Let me go full screen on you for a minute, so you can show it off a little bit better. Big camera. There we go. 1 second. There he is. I'll switch it up. There you go. Hold it up a little bit. There we go. So for me, as I said, like I've not who is it? Mark Tatak in the chat says in the UK they're still waiting for the Kickstarter Spawn to hit. I've seen lots of people on Twitter, like some people that it's being shipped to them, but it's stuck at some warehouse or it's not moving. I've seen loads of people complaining, but they do look good. Is that the other Kickstarter as well?
Yeah, this is the modern one.
And the weapons come with it.
One comes with the classic one, and the grenade launcher comes with the modern one.
It does look good. Like as I said.
Well, I was going to say, what was a cool thing for me is that it comes with a lot of them come with the Todd McFarlane autograph, which is amazing. So, did you get one of those?
Yeah, I got the 3-pack with the little plaque with
the plaque. Yeah, that plaque looked amazing, and I think I looked at it at the time, and it was just slightly too rich for my blood at that time in terms of financial outgoing. With the shipping to the UK is crazy, but I think almost the autograph on its own could be worth that. You know,
well, it's already going for a pretty penny on eBay, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, are you selling or have you sold your artist proof one? Did you say?
I'm gonna keep it for a little while and see if it goes up, and then I'll probably sell it because I don't really have any attachment to that particular one.
Yeah, I think that's just an easy pack-in when they're making this figure. Do you know do people want the black and white one? Is it so people can paint it themselves? Like, I'm always curious why they do that.
I don't know. But, yeah, I don't know, but I've seen it being sold on eBay for like the price of a 3-pack.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so you could easily sell it if you're not that attached to it and make your money back in happy days. Yeah. But okay, so Spawn. So that's your best figure of Q1 so far. So what are you looking forward to?
So I'm looking for the new ones.
Okay. I said earlier someone was going to talk about Thundercats, and here you are. So whoever super chatted earlier, who did they say? Sorry, let me find the super chat. Someone talked about Thundercats.
I think it was I don't remember.
No, Damien super chatted earlier. I'll throw it back up on the screen for Damien. So let me just do it again. Money in the bank. There you go.
Damien Ristori donated £5 through Super Chat. How thank you, Damien Ristori. Most anticipated 33 years later, a Slide Thundercats Ultimates and Marvel Select Titanium.
Yeah, that's it.
Man, 2 green meanies. Can never have only one Dan.
Okay, sorry, Friday was talking then, people. My bad. Damien put the super chat in and was talking about Scythe from Thundercats. Scythe. Okay, Scythe, there you go. You can educate me. So there's a lot of Thundercat stuff on the table there. So
these are the SDCC pack.
Okay, let me go.
That Mattel did.
Let me go full screen again. 1 sec. Let me do this. We're going to do this properly. We need to show this off properly. Okay, so how old's that?
This is like 4 years, 4 years maybe.
So is something like that pricey on eBay right now?
I don't know. I reckon it's going for a pretty penny because these haven't been re-released by Super Saran.
Yeah, stuff like that. If as I said, Thundercats, as I said, because it's such a niche fan base, stuff like that is never easy to get on the secondary market. 'Cause not a lot of people are selling them. People buy them that want them, not to sell. Lino, yeah, even I was tempted to get Lino. Even I was tempted. So let me ask you, are you going in for the Thunder Tank?
No, that's a little rich for my blood.
You could buy an actual car for the price of the Thunder Tank. I'm just saying, people.
It's really good. It's really nice, but I tried justifying it, and it's too big for my room.
Yep.
And too expensive. So I'm just gonna keep my figures, like I got the other ones back there.
So are you picking and choosing characters, or are you getting every Ultimates wave?
No, I'm pretty much just going with the main team and the main villains.
Okay.
Because Marvel Legends and other stuff.
You don't have to say anything else. You're in a safe place. Just say Marvel Legends, and we all understand that means a lot of money on plastic. And the 9th of April is only around the corner as well. So need to start saving. You might have to sell at Thundercats to fund some Marvel Legends in the next couple of weeks.
Maybe the Kickstarter fund.
Yeah, that's when the artist proofs will go out straight to the eBay. So you mentioned Marvel Legends. What Marvel Legends are you excited about coming this year?
Right now, not too many. I'm really hoping for more X-Men. I'm a big X-Men fan.
Of course, yeah. Like a lot of people, X-Men. Marvel ain't idiots as well. They know X-Men's like a big seller. Like it wasn't around for a long time, and then it came back swinging. Here, X-Men and Spider-Man are obviously something we're going to see every year now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more X-Men figures, especially with the Sentinel around the corner as well.
I like the MCU, but I don't collect the figures.
That will save you a bit of money then, because if this year's summer line is the rumored Infinity Saga, you've probably saved yourself about 500 English pounds then, whatever that is converted. But do you know what I mean? Like, so if you're not an MCU guy, you're gonna save yourself a penny. I shout out Rich with the
Rich M donated £5 through Super Chat. Pal, thank you, Rich M.
Thank you, Rich M.
Just live in the Thunder Tank, Ralph.
He says, just live in the Thunder Tank, Ralph. Sorry, I had 2 subscription things.
I might.
Honestly,
get the
honestly, you can buy an actual working car cheaper than the Thunder Tank. Not that's a bad thing. Like, if I was a Thundercats fan, you know what I'm like. I'm a completionist of the things I love, so I'd be all in. I'd be riding that around my house to make tea or something. I'd have to justify it somehow. But yeah, all right. So Ralph, anything else you want to mention before we get out of here? Otherwise, tell the people where they can find you online.
No, just my Instagram. It's same as my nickname, Abnogler.
Type it in the chat, and I'll pin it for the next guest as well. But as I said to everyone else, thank you very much for being a channel member. It means a lot, helping the channel grow. And I'm definitely doing more stuff moving forward as well. So hopefully we can get you on for a longer time with more people and just talk toys. Do you like my Legends and Liquor idea? Do you drink?
I do. Yeah.
Hooray! Right, Phil. So far I got a couple more recruits for us, Phil. We need to find.
I'll have a beer with you next time.
Perfect. What are you drinking, Phil?
It's actually from Lidl, and it's called Steam Brew.
Steam Brew. That sounds expensive. All right, Abner. Thank you very much.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
Go on.
Thanos Copter.
Yeah, we wish. We can dream here on this channel. My favourite emoji that I made for my channel members is the Thanos Copter. I'm not going to lie. A 2-part emoji. I can't post in my chat. But if you're in the chat and you've got access to the Thanos Copter, put the Thanos Copter in the chat for Ralph. But yeah, thank you very much. And hopefully we'll talk again very, very soon. As always, go and follow Abnugler as well. And put it in the chat, and I'll make sure I pin it to the top.
All right. See you later.
Nice one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
All right, Phil, how you doing, my friend? How you doing?
I'm okay. I'm just putting a Thanos copter in the chat. I think
Thank you very much.
Matt.
So,
This is my bolt.
so for anyone who's watching, basically, Brandon obviously has the keys to the castle as well, and he did the tag team. He did the tag team with Phil. So Phil's going to stick around as we go through some more guests, and I do think we have a couple more. So we're going to be running a little bit later, if you couldn't tell. We're going to run in a little bit later. But we are still live on the same stream, right? Because my Streamlabs is messing up and I'm panicking a little bit.
Yeah,
Are we good? Are we good? All right.
I tell you, I'm not good at. I'm tagging in for Brandon, but I'm not very good at camera positioning. As Brandon,
No, it's not even your fault. It's my fault because as I move around the scenes, the camera dimensions are different. So like poor Brandon, every time I switch camera position, he has to like move to a different side. So that's not on you. That's my fault. But it's just because of all these stupid... Oh, there you go. There's all the Thanos copters. So we're alive. We're still alive. We're good. My Streamlabs says we've only been alive. We've only been on for 33 minutes. So maybe it messed up. I don't know. As long as we've still been here this whole time, we're good. Okay, I heard a little noise. That must be one thing. We have our next guest here. I see the big N symbol in the sky. That must mean one thing. That must be Nathan. So as long as the internet connection's good this week, he'll be here. There he is! There he is.
Yes.
So usually Nathan joins us and he's got a pile of toys in the background showing off. But because Brandon's not here, he doesn't even feel very show-offy. He's like, I've got no one to show off to. Dan doesn't mind. But usually he's like, oh, Brandon, did you see this that I missed out? But don't worry, Nathan. Brandon's not here. You're in a safe place now. We can all take the mick out of Brandon and he's not even here to defend himself. So it's fine. How you doing, my friend? How you doing?
Not bad, not bad. I've had a very, very long and busy week. So this is the first chance I've got to relax and put my feet up. So,
well, we appreciate you. I know I'm always delayed on these things, but you know how it is. So I appreciate you. And thank you very much for being a channel member as well and being part of these streams. It is always great seeing the regular faces and stuff like that. Let's jump straight into it. What is your favourite figure of Q1?
Okay, so surprisingly, it took me way easier to figure this out because there was really one choice.
Okay, wait. Let's see if Phil can guess it.
It has to be
Phil.
The Mayfix Peter B. Parker.
Would you have guessed that anyway, Phil?
I was going to go for Miles Morales, actually.
Do you know what? I think I would have gone for Miles as well.
Second.
So, okay, tell us why you prefer Peter over Miles.
So, me and Brandon were talking about this, I think it was like last week or something, and we were talking about that some Mayfix figures are worth the price. And I fully believe that this is 100% worth every penny that I spent on it. Honestly, like everything that I need and more. Honestly, like the clothing is perfect. I absolutely love this figure, honestly.
So is that would you say so far that's the best Mayfix has done with soft goods? Because they're still quite new to it. So would you say Peter B. Parker is the best I've got?
Yeah, it's like the sweats fit perfectly. They don't, hinder anything. The coat's perfectly wired. There's nothing's poking out. Because I know that was an issue with the Infinity War Thor, but since I got this, I've had zero issues with it.
And are you posing him with the clothes on? Because I know you can take. I suppose you'd have to if you've got if you're spending that money on the Mayfix, that's what you're going to do. But you can take him off, can't you, and put him as his normal Peter Parker, right? Normal Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's just I have a bag full of his accessories. You just you come before the stream, I had him up on my have a Spider-Verse shelf, so I keep that so it's hanging up on the magnets with all of the other figures, and it looks perfect. I couldn't be happier with it, honestly.
Are you like me, where you just walk into your display and just step back and just stare at it and just
yeah.
I'm the same,
because I got the Far From Home one. It was last week or something, and when I had it, the first thing I did, I grabbed all my Spider-Man figures and just put them together and just went, I like that. That's exactly what I want.
The Spider-Verse lives in your house on your shelf. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hadouken Gaming Streams is asking is that a Belfast accent, but it is right. You're Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah, I'm not from Belfast, but I'd say 20 miles is close enough, I guess. But I do go there on occasion because...
Well, shout out your hometown. Where are you from?
No one's going to get this, but I'm from Craigavon.
Oh yeah,
if anyone knows where that is.
Very familiar. No, don't worry, no one ever knows.
No, but sometimes I do go to...
The only thing I know about Craigavon in Northern
Sometimes
Ireland
I do go to Belfast.
I was going to say, the only thing I know about Craigavon in Northern Ireland is, unfortunately, Hasbro Pulse don't deliver there, do they?
That's harsh, Phil. There was no need for that, Phil. There was no need for that.
Brandon told me to say that.
Brandon probably did tell him to say that.
I don't know where... I don't know where I saw it, but I didn't believe it at first. I was like, no. So I took a random figure and I put it in my basket and I went to check it out and I went, oh, we don't ship to Northern Ireland yet. And I went, but why? It's the we're part of the UK. We are like,
for our American friends who don't know, the United Kingdom is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. So that is the UK, the United Kingdom. And so Hasbro UK, you would assume, can ship to all 4 of these places. No, it can't. It doesn't ship to Northern Ireland.
It's the same with Amazon. Like, I see figures like all the time on Facebook groups from like EU warehouses. And one of them was a retro Spider-Man for like the stick for retail price. And I went, that is amazing. I might have to get that. And as soon as I clicked on it, doesn't ship.
Yeah.
I have one and it's...
Me and
it's
Phil,
sitting proudly, but...
Me and Phil are 8 idiots. We seen that and was like, of course we're buying this for retail price, for God's sake. Yeah, so that's harsh that you can't do that. I would advise though, like I said earlier, I managed to get Black Widow from Japan, Amazon Japan. So, and I've said it before as well with other figures. There you go. Phil did exactly the same as me. Like me and Phil are on the ball. When we see these things, we have to pull the trigger. But I've done the same with random figures. Like I got a Donatello that I was looking for. I couldn't find it in Amazon UK. I couldn't find it in Amazon US. So I just started going through Europe. I went to France. I went to Germany and found it in Germany. So try your luck. Like I don't know if it's always going to be awkward, but it is a shame because it's not like the ocean between England and Northern Ireland's big. Do you know what I mean? Like. They could
exactly
throw the figure over.
Comic and cocktails in demand. They work perfectly fine. I can get them no problem. Even with like Hobby Link, perfect. Like no issues. It'll come when it says like 2 to 7 days. It'll be there on that 7th day. So.
Well, hopefully Hasbro Pulse sort it out very soon. And shout out Rectangular who jumped back in as well and asked if it's a marathon stream. So again, for anyone who is just joining us or still around or whatever it may be, the last stream of every month. I'm inviting my channel members to be a part of the show and be part of the stream with me. And again, I've been saying it to everyone, but I'll say it again. I'm planning on doing a lot more with my channel membership. I'm going to be doing an extra stream at least a month. Again, I can see you're drinking there, Nathan. So Nathan's in on my Liquor and Legends idea, right? You right? Beautiful. See, we've got more recruits, Phil. We're good to go. We're good to go. So yes, so the last stream of the last month is a little bit longer. That's why Brandon's had to leave, unfortunately. He's a busy man. My girlfriend's still downstairs. She'll probably come in and whack me over the head with something in a minute, but we'll keep going until that happens. But yeah, okay. So Nathan said his favourite figure was Peter B. Parker, Mafex. Close runner-up was Miles Morales, of course. But what is your most anticipated pre-order?
So I was going to say the Dormammu that's coming up. I think that looks fantastic.
It does indeed.
But because of what came out today, the new Gargoyles Goliath looks fantastic. It looks insane.
Oh wow! So
the
figure that got revealed today is jumped straight to your most anticipated. I'm sure it has for a lot of people as well.
Yeah.
Phil, I haven't had a chance to speak to you about it. Are you a big Gargoyles guy? Like, aware of the property at least?
I'm aware, but unfortunately, I'm too old for Gargoyles.
Yeah, I do think. Yeah, because it was like
so
90s, weren't
it? Maybe, yeah. So it's maybe when I don't know how old Nathan is, but maybe when Nathan was growing up, were you watching Gargoyles when you were a kid? So you got the that attachment to it, or does it just look cool?
I'm a well, I'm sort of that. I'm closer to Brandon's age, like early 2000s.
Don't be modest. You're a young man.
Yeah. like we had like channels like CITV that would air things like Spider-Man the animated series. That's how I know what these series are. And now, thanks to Disney Plus, I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go and check out a couple of episodes on Disney Plus. I remember watching it as a kid. I remember Gargoyles. I remember having the toys as well. Like, I definitely had the toys as a kid. I remember McDonald's. Again, if anyone's in the chat and I'm making this up, please tell me so. But I think McDonald's did Gargoyles toys at some point. I don't know why my brain says that to me, but something in my brain says that there was Gargoyles McDonald's toys. So if I'm going insane, just tell me I'm wrong. But I think they did at some point. But I, like you, Nathan, I'm definitely going to at least get Goliath just to check him out, just to see what NECA are doing. I'm not a NECA hater, you know me.
I don't know where I'm going to put him.
Yeah, 16 inches. Like, he's going to be as big as Spawn. Well, probably not as big as Abnucleus Spawn, but he's going to be big. So you're going to have to find some real estate. But yeah, especially if they start building out that crew as well, that main crew of Gargoyles. Like, that's going to take up a big portion of the shelf. But you know, NECA, they're not just going to give us one. If they're giving it us in their ultimate format, guarantee by the end of the year we've got another 2 or 3 at least. But this is meant to be shipping in July, so it's already on its way to the factory, I'd assume. If the pictures are posted, they could be product shots. You know, they could be actual factory shots. We don't know. But yeah, looks great. Looks great. So are you revisiting it on Disney Plus? Did you say, or are you going to revisit it now?
Because of like, I knew of it and I saw like certain scenes and all, but now that I've seen the figure, I need to go watch it because it looks amazing. Like, it looks like perfect on my alley. Honestly, like, it's just that like the wacky, cartoony stuff I absolutely adore.
Okay, so Rich in the chat has just corrected me and said it was Burger King in the 90s. Burger King Kids Club 1995, according to Google. So I was right.
Yes.
So I knew something. I knew in my head there was some sort of like gargoyle meal toys. Obviously, my brain went to McDonald's, but it was Burger King. So, see, I'm not all insane, people. There is knowledge in here. It's deep and needs to be dusted off occasionally, but it's in there. But yeah, interesting. Okay, so before you picked, obviously Goliath Gargoyles came out today, Nathan. But what was your pick before that?
So it was a toss-up between the Elite 84, I think, the Rhea Ripley, or the Dormammu. Those two look, like, Rhea Ripley is my favorite female wrestler at the moment. I think she's gonna be better than anyone on the roster.
But by the way, you're on with the right two people to talk wrestling, because if Brandon was here, he would have said, "Who is Rhea Ripley?" But me and Phil know exactly who you're talking about. We can have a wrestling discussion and it's all good. So, because I think like we can take this opportunity for Phil to mention one of his favourites of the year, because I'm sure you're going to know exactly who it is, Nathan. So go show us yours, Phil. There you go. So do you know who that is, Nathan?
Let's just see if my
focus.
Yeah, that's Darby Allin.
Darby Allin, of course. That's a super chat from Air Extreme.
Air
So give it a sec.
Extreme 21 donated $5 through Super Chat. How thank you, Air Extreme 21. NECA said they have 5 more characters already done, so we might get the line faster than expected.
Nice. Thank you very much, Air Extreme 21. Much appreciated the super chat, and he's just given us some nice information as well, which I did not see. He says, NECA said they have 5 more characters already done, so we might get the line faster than expected. So, yeah, as I said, NECA have got the license to a Disney product, then you're not going to sleep on that, are you? You're going to want to get some figures out there to start making your money back on that licensing cost. So, yeah, fair play. So that line's definitely one to keep your eye on for that. But that's back to Darby Allin. So you're an AEW fan as well, Nathan, yeah?
Yeah, the Brody Lee tribute, I cried.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That was
horrible,
amazing.
Horrible. But switching back to the positive, tell us about Darby Allin. Why is he your number 1 figure so far, Phil?
Oh, I actually had second thoughts, when I got him off the shelf.
Oh, why? Who are you looking at? Are you looking at Orange?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah, there you go. See, I knew where your brain was going. Can we see some orange emojis? I don't know if anybody knows who Orange Cassidy is, right? But I know there is a piece of orange fruit emoji. Can I see some orange emojis in the chat, please? I do like it when the chat is exploded. There you go. CJ says hit. CJ knows what you're talking about.
So, Darby Allin looks really... I really like Darby Allin. It looks really cool, the figure. the jacket is amazing. It comes off and goes on really nicely, even though it's one solid plastic piece. Comes with a really cool skateboard.
Yeah. Can you do any tricks? Can you do any tricks with your fingers? Remember those skateboards you used to?
I do. My fingers are they don't work. But there is a really nice picture of a veteran Spider-Man on this face skateboard on Cool Toys UK Instagram. Check that out after the stream. But when I was taking this off the shelf, he was sat next to Orange Cassidy. It was, to be fair, it's a feat of action figure of engineering.
Yeah, bravo to Jazzwares on that one.
Yeah, the way, I'm not sure how this is. People have a lot of reviewers have said this. They're not sure how the trousers are going to look like in 10 years' time, with what the plastic's going to do. But the way, I don't know if the stream could see it, but his hand is in his pocket.
Hang on, I'll go full screen because I love I love Orange Cassidy as well. And if you fell out of wrestling because WWE shit at the minute, then I do advise you go and check out AEW. Like, honestly, it's entertaining. It's just even if you're not a wrestling fan, it's just an entertaining show with a crazy cast of characters.
I will say though,
what other action figure can put their hand in their pocket, by the way?
Yeah, you can see there he's got he can put his hands in two pockets. He's got two hands which can fit in those pockets. But you've got to get the old thumbs up, of course, on the other hand.
Only the half thumb up though, not the whole thumb up, all right?
Yeah, not the whole, just as
that's the gimmick, people. That's the gimmick. If anyone's asking why he's not got his full thumb up. Sorry, Nathan, I interrupted you. What were you were defending WWE about SmackDown? What were you saying?
SmackDown has been fantastic. Since Roman turned heel, I've been catching up. He's changed SmackDown, and it's honestly amazing. And Edge, I can't wait. I really can't wait for the WrestleMania match.
Have they officially added Daniel Bryan? I haven't been watching this week. I'm a little bit out. Is he added yet?
So he was up against Roman at Fastlane, and basically, Bryan hit Edge accidentally with a chair, so Edge snapped, and it kind of just ended like Jey Uso kind of just dragged Roman onto Daniel Bryan. So at the moment, it's still Edge versus Roman.
If Dave Meltzer is to be listened to, then he might get added, but we shall see.
Just a quick shout out to anybody who can hear me in my house. There's going to be no hoovering for the next 24 hours. His glasses is falling on the floor.
No!
So
stop that Hoover monster film.
Yeah.
Stop.
I want to be looking through, like Dan was looking through a baton for Daredevil.
Mate,
so I'll be on my hands and knees as soon as the stream ends.
Mate, I've been there many times. Out of context, that sounds very wrong, but I know exactly what you're talking about. That has happened to me. I'm literally like a Honey Who Shrunk the Kids on like a wire, just with a big magnifying glass, just crawling along the floor. Yeah, find his glasses. Orange Cassidy needs his glasses. That's funny.
Yeah, they're here somewhere.
Yeah, so Rhea Ripley was a good choice. I've been getting I haven't fell out of love with WWE. It's just that it's not as enticing. And I still love the figures, and because obviously with WWE they're constantly doing the flashbacks. So I've been picking up all the ultimates basically. Any ultimate that I like the next line of ultimates is Ric Flair and Stone Cold. So obviously I've had to go in on both of them. Have you gone in for any of them, Phil? Or
I've got a few alternates. I've got Shinsuke and Ronda. They were going cheap in home bargains. Probably about
missed out on that.
A half before the pandemic. I've got the Warriors, my all-time fave. So I think they're the only three I've got. But I've never actually opened one to be honest.
Yeah, I've got I've opened up Brock. I've got Brock here with me. And I found this. This is a good find in Tesco. I found this like a Paul Heyman for like £6. So now I have Brock and Paul Heyman. So that was a good find. I was happy with that. 'Cause that goes for a pretty penny now because he's like the only Paul Heyman in metal. I think could be wrong. But have you gone for any of the ultimates, Nathan?
I wanted to get the Finn Balor one.
It's nice.
But at the moment I don't have any of them.
There was a store called like Bargains. It was like £15. Like the Finn Balor Ultimate. Was like £15 like Bargains Store UK or something. It was like really cheap.
I think it was like Bargain Max or something.
Yeah, Bargain Max might have been the one.
But I remember There was one day I was like, I saw it and I went,
Island anyway.
Phil, you're just harsh.
probably not, to be honest.
So harsh.
I'm just getting these lines from Brandon. He's feeding the lines.
Brandon's asleep. It's late. It's past his bedtime. I like how Rich M says he can finally customize his Bewitch line now. So that's obviously a reference to a lot of denim, if you don't know who Bewitch are. But I think Zach Jack Dan, I was speaking to him on Instagram as well, and we have the same sort of girlfriend love-hate relationship where they love us but they hate our hobbies. So yeah, I may be getting an evil text off my missus in a minute as well. She's very quiet, which is suspicious. I've run out of drink, but I don't want to ask for one and push my luck. It's getting late. I have to put the kettle on maybe. But Nathan, pleasure as always. As I said, thank you for being a channel member, and hopefully we can get people on for North Stream. As I said, Legends and Liquor's happening, right? I don't care if it's just me and Phil drinking, talking to two people.
Really good idea.
It's going to happen. But yeah, Nathan, where can the people find you online until then?
So I'm mostly on Twitter at QuizicalJason0. I've restarted my Instagram, so I need to put photography photos up. So hopefully I'll have that up. But most of the time, you'll find me on Twitter. Clyde, he knows what I'm like there, so I'm a bit of a vulgar person on it. But yeah, I normally just yeah.
Well, post it in the chat, and I'll tag it while the next guest is on. As I said, spreading the love and all that stuff. But pleasure as always, Nathan. It's a shame that Brandon wasn't here, so we could just tease him. Yeah.
No, I was gutted.
But next time. But I think we've got maybe 2 more guests before it gets too late. So, because the US fans are sitting, chilling on the afternoon. For us, it's getting late, people. It's getting late. Me and Phil would stay here all night, but we've got work in the morning, unfortunately. So, Nathan, until next time, my friend, thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, Nathan.
Right, 1 second. There he is, and he's gone. Thank you, Nathan. All right, next up. Oh, there's 2 Phils. Next up, I know. I'm sorry about that. It's.
Yeah.
I'm not quick enough. I need a producer that's quick on the buttons. But I told you, I need to get Rich to come to my house to sit next to me while I'm streaming. That'd be really good.
You need Rich to move in with you. You need to get rid of Mrs. Who and get Rich in.
Rich, would you fancy it, Rich? You fancy it? We do a wife swap. Right, okay, next up, I think we've got Jamie next. Jamie, and then we'll have a special surprise last guest from the US who likes howling. There you go, there's your little tease. Right, I think Jamie's here. 1 second, Jamie, let me press some buttons. And get everyone in. 1 second. Oh, there's so many buttons. There you go. Right, you're gonna have to lift your camera up. That's my fault, not your fault. It's the way the stream is. But you're there. You'll see it. Yeah, you're there. Let's just lift the camera up a bit. You'll see it on the YouTube in a second. The YouTube's a little bit slow, but you're there. We can see your chin. There you are. There you are. Jamie, thank you very much for waiting. I know it's late. You're in the UK with me and Phil, so we appreciate you sticking around. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a channel member, and thank you for being part of the stream. So are you a early bird or a night owl? Like, are you up late anyway? Like, this isn't disturbing you, is it?
No, not at all. Bit of both, really. Get up early, go to bed late.
I can't get up early. I just cannot do it. Like, I can stay up all night long. Yeah. But getting up early, I can't do it. Mornings, just not a morning person. Doesn't matter what. I know people will say to me, go to bed early, all of that stuff, but it doesn't matter. I can go to bed nice and early. I still can't get up early. It doesn't work that way for me. But yeah, all good. Right, so let's get straight into it, Jamie. So as always, as again, everyone who's watching, you know the score. We've been asking everybody what their favourite figure of the first quarter is, because believe it or not, it's nearly April. Seriously, it's madness. So Jamie, what is your favourite figure of the quarter one?
Miles Morales. Probably into the spud.
Marvel Legends Miles Morales. First time we've seen him today. So Talus, did you get the whole wave? Are you picking and choosing? Do you want to see more Spider-Verse figures? Talus?
I was picking and choosing, but I will eventually go back and get the whole wave. At the moment, I've just got the Peter B. Parker, Gwen, and Miles, but we'll go back and get the others.
Well, to be fair, you've only got Prowler anyway, and
Well, yeah,
He's the only odd bad guy. So to be fair, because you get Spider-Ham with Gwen anyway, so you've already sort of got the core team. Do you have the Spider-Man Noir, like the actual Marvel Legend one?
No, I haven't. No, I missed out on that one.
Okay, so that's someone that you could use to fudge into your little display for the time being. Were you tempted by the Mezco versions at all?
About my price range, I think.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Like, they're great figures. Like me, I'd like them in my collection, but for the price point, the Marvel Legend one, like you said, is fire.
Well, exactly. The articulation brilliant on Miles.
I actually prefer just the look of the Marvel Legends Miles than I do the Mafex. I don't think the clothes look that great on the Mafex Miles. Again, that's just my opinion before everyone shoots me. But I think the Marvel Legends is more than adequate for a very nice Miles representation from Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of soft goods unless it's capes anyway, so I think the Legends is better for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was really impressed by the way Hasbro did Miles' upper half, the jacket and everything just looked really good, and it just moves really good as well. And I know a big criticism when the sort of reveals were made that his legs look really thin, but when in hand it looks really accurate and it looks really great, and it just moves really good. It's just a fun figure to play with. It's as Unparalleled would say, it's a great pocket figure, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You could just stick on your desk, play with it all day, pose it, move it around. It's a beautiful figure.
We've woke Brandon up, by the way. Brandon's just jumped into the chat. He says Legends Miles is so much more worthwhile and is so much more value for money than Mafex Miles. So there you go. Brandon's on the same page, Jamie. He agrees for the value, for the money value. You can't go wrong. With would you want the villains from Into the Spider-Verse? Like, were you a big fan of Into the Spider-Verse or just casual?
Casual, I would say, but some of the villains like that, I would love a big Kingpin. Like, to go with them, I think that'd be huge. I think it would have to be released like the MODOK was, because I think it'd be too
he's just ridiculously too buff, isn't he? He's like got a little pea head. But all the villains in that film actually would be worthy of the looks, because you've got the Doc Ock, the female Doc Ock. You've got the Kingpin. You've got is it Scorpion? Who's got like the scorpion legs? Who else? What other villains, Phil? What else were in that film?
I'm trying to think. I think you've sort of nailed them. You Scorp.
Yeah. They're the ones that come to mind anyway.
We got those are the main, but yeah, that Kingpin is an interesting design. I think it'd be quite hard to translate into figure form almost. It seems.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they could do one of those 12-inch ones, but maybe budget in that way.
Oh, that'd be too big then. Too big then, Jamie, you crazy guy. Especially to be fair though, like us all, we're all just casual Miles Into the Spider-Verse fans. So I don't need I wasn't asking. I'm not hating or anything like this, but I wasn't asking Hasbro to do Miles Into the Spider-Verse figures. So if they were never made, I wouldn't have moaned about it. I'm happy they did, because I'm happy people got them and they are great figures. I brought them, for God's sake. But it was not something I was clamoring for, but I was very impressed with them anyway. So if they never did any more Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse figures, I wouldn't be mad about it, is my point. I want more MCU. I'd rather have characters we're missing from the MCU, personally.
I mean, I originally didn't have the old Miles before they announced this, and then I bought the old Miles and then they announced it. So I wanted them all.
Yeah.
I just noticed that Tanner said in the chat too. Obviously, we've forgotten Green Goblin was the net and Tombstone, but the Legends Tombstone actually looks quite a lot like the Spider-Verse Tombstone as well, doesn't it? To be fair,
I'm turning and looking at it now. It looks good.
Yeah, it's not million miles away. You can fudge that into a Spider-Verse for sure.
I think you could fudge in the Ultimate Green Goblin as well, to be fair. That's quite a big figure.
It's always scary when you pull figures off the shelf, because I've just knocked someone over now. But no, there's your Tombstone. I reckon you could put in with Miles and it would work, sort of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah.
But sort of. Brandon's...
Sorry.
No, I was just saying, Brandon's back in the chat saying, casual Miles fans, speak for yourself. Hit or miss, Miles is the best Spider-Man. See, he's go to bed, Brandon. Go to bed.
So is
honourable mention, which is the China
Oh, nice.
WrestleMania.
See, it's a good job Brandon did go, because you guys are bringing the wrestling into it. I don't even know if Brandon would know who the eighth wonder of the world is. But yeah, China, very nice figure. She came with Rocco as well, didn't he? The
the puppet.
Yeah.
I almost bought China on Monday. Actually, I was in B&M Bargains. I live in Wales, so the non-essential aisles only open back up in Wales. So on Monday, so all the toy aisles for the last since December have been closed. So walking to B&M Bargains, all closed off. Rich will tell you. So I went into B&M Bargains on Monday, and they had China, and I was like, do I? But I was like, if I get China, I'll probably need to get the rest of the wave to build Paul Ellering to go with Rocco. So I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Anyone who doesn't know who Rocco is, but knows who China is, must be so confused buying that pack. Like, who is this tiny little guy with China? But yeah, no, it's.
I think it comes with like two of Paul Ellering's arms as well, doesn't it? I think. So
Weren't
you can
weren't he the Legion of Doom's little mascot?
He was, yeah.
Yeah. Paul Ellering, like, I like that they gave you the young head and the old head, so you could use him with like what were they called? AOP. Like, the worst, they killed AOP when they got rid of Paul Ellering. They didn't do anything after Paul Ellering left. But that's going off topic. We could talk about wrestling on our new stream, Legends and Liquor, with our segment Wrestling. But yeah, China's a great choice. And just Brandon just said in the chat as well, I think Sentinel Miles could be the best of both worlds from the Legends and Mayfex, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a good point. So in regard to just going back talking about Miles Morales, Mayfex, Marvel Legends, both great choices. But like you said, the best of both worlds may in fact be the Sentinel one, which comes out later this year, I'm sure. Brandon says, is China in Ghostbusters? Night fellas. Yeah.
Gargoyles, Brandon. Gargoyles.
Yeah. We could say yes, and he wouldn't even know. Like, he just wouldn't know.
I tell you what, though, she would have made a great She-Hulk.
She would have.
Yeah.
She would have. She would have. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
She was one of the. It's a shame she's not around now, because she'd be so good. Like, they keep bringing all these females back into like the female Royal Rumbles and stuff, and they're all like the gimmicky, like Molly Holly. Like, she was only in WWE for 5 years. Like, no disrespect, whatever, but like, she's going in the Hall of Fame this year. Like, really? Molly Holly's in there before China? Like, really? Okay.
But I'm glad about Kane.
Who?
Kane.
Of course. Happy with Kane. It's a shame, though, because Kane is worthy of going in, like, in a year where there's fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, put the Great Khali in this year. I don't care. No one cares. But put Big Glenn, put him in when the crowd are there. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's worthy. Kane has always been one of my favourites. When I was growing up and I, like, actually got into wrestling was about 2000, 2001. Brothers of Destruction were the ish. So, very happy with Kane finally going in. But anyway, this is a Marvel Legends channel, right? I feel like I scare people off when we start talking about wrestling. All right, most anticipated figure of the year.
I'm cheating a little bit because it's not pre-order yet. But
it's been revealed. If it's been revealed, it's fine.
It's got to be the Disney Plus Scarlet Witch.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
100%.
So, as I said, we said right at the start of the stream, it's a bit awkward because I can't really show or go into too much detail about the leaks today because it doesn't feel right. But we can talk about Scarlet Witch because she's been revealed. And Scarlet Witch, so we know we're getting Scarlet Witch in her look from the last episode of WandaVision, as well as White Vision, to go along with whoever else in the wave, which we don't know, wink, wink. So are you picking and choosing that wave, or are you going all in?
I think I'll be all in for that wave, to be fair. I mean, I love TV. I just think TV is the best way to watch something. I prefer TV to film. So you must love what the Disney Plus are doing for Marvel and the MCU and Star Wars and stuff. Yeah.
Phil, are you all in for that wave as well, by the way?
Yeah, I'm picking them all and choosing them all.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it. I picked you all and I'm buying you all. Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off there, Jamie. What were you saying?
Most of my collection is TV based, to be fair. So I think I've only got a few Marvel Legends. Obviously, the Marvel and Star Wars are TV and film, but
that's the shame about some great TV shows don't really get action figure lines, like because like the companies want a big marketing push. They want big money marketing the product. So usually films is how that happens. So TV shows don't really get the same budget for marketing the merchandise. So you'll get a few niche companies making niche figures from niche. Like, did Lost get any figures? Did Dexter get any figures? Like, these are very popular TV shows that I'd buy figures of.
I think Lost got NECA ones that didn't move, or it might have been McFarlane.
Yeah, if they were McFarlane, they probably didn't move. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's right.
What TV show, just again, off the top of the head here, so what TV show are you really enjoying at the minute? Like a recent TV show that you'd think, I'd buy figures from that?
You know what? I can't actually think of any other than the Disney Plus ones.
Well, if the chat can think of any, it's an odd question. I'm sorry to put it out there, but I'm thinking like a modern TV show, like something new.
Yeah.
Think of any Phil?
I tell you, I really like a Phil Mitchell figure.
EastEnders.
Yeah.
The Americans are not going to have a clue what we're talking about. But EastEnders is like one of the longest running soap operas in the country. I think that and Coronation Street probably. So yeah, imagine that. You could have hundreds of characters. Hundreds. You could a diorama, diorama of the Queen Vic. Yeah.
Elder Square.
I'd buy.
I don't think they'd get away with selling the Cat Slater figure. I think that would be.
I'll tell you who I'd buy. Dot Cotton all day long. I want a Dot Cotton action figure. Yeah. So the American friends are like, "What are you on about?" But yeah, it's just I haven't watched EastEnders 20 years. Who knows? Is Mark Fowler still got AIDS? That's the last thing I watched.
Probably on BBC America though. That's BBC America.
That's how long it's been. I'm trying to think of a TV show that I've watched recently. Like, what did I watch recently? I don't know.
I've been watching Hinterland on Netflix, which is really good. It's a bit old. It's a bit Welsh. It's set where Rich M, Displayed once lives, Aberystwyth. So if you want to see where he lives. So I wouldn't mind a figure of
filmed in Rich's house. Crazy.
Yeah, I think he's in there somewhere. I think he's been murdered twice and suspected 3 times. I wouldn't mind a DCI and Mateus figure, but I'm probably the only one. I guess Rich would probably go for one of those as well, but just me. Rich says in the comments, get out of my pub. So he obviously wants.
He wants the Peggy. He wants the Peggy Mitchell figure. Barbara Windsor, yeah, of course we do. R.I.P. Yeah, like you said.
Everybody wants one of them.
I was just quickly having a look. So some of my favourite TV shows from an Netflix list apparently are like Stranger Things, which we have got figures for, and it seems like SHS are getting into the Stranger Things line, right? Have you seen they're doing a hop hour or something like that?
Yeah,
and a demo Gorgon.
I think it's 7-inch scale.
If they do the kids, if they give us like the kids and 11, I'm all in. Like I missed them from McFarlane. I only got 11. I never got the rest of the crew. But I'd take care of the boys figures again. But we know we're getting some of them from Mafex and NECA, so happy they're coming. Yeah. Did any of you watch Umbrella Academy?
No.
I've started, but I've not finished.
Okay, I'd go if you like TV, Jamie, like you said, go for Umbrella Academy. It's a bit quirky, obviously based on superpowers and stuff, but it's pretty good. There's a monkey butler. Does that convince you anything? A talking monkey butler that wears a suit, a 3-piece suit, and he's called Pogo. He's a good man. That monkey butler. And there's also a character with like a human body. And he's wearing a suit, and he's got a fishbowl as a head, and it's a fish. See? Action figures, right? These scream action figures. Oh, yeah, there is a fish in American Dad, isn't it? He doesn't have a body, though, does he?
True. No.
There you go.
Just a bowl.
But still, my point is, to be fair, what is it? Fortnite, I've probably done figures that look exactly like that anyway.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you're looking forward to, Jamie?
Well, I would have said the new Affection Buffy figures, but I saw the painted prototypes and oh my god, they're awful.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame for people like you, where you were like clamoring for something new, because a line like that you'd consider dead, like not in a negative, not in a horrible way, but it's like you're not getting anything new. So like when you get a little bit of hope that, oh, there's possibilities of new toys, and then they're not very good. Yeah, that must hurt. That must sting a little bit.
Their animated things look quite good, and they're doing the turtles.
Yeah, it's weird. They're doing loads of random stuff at the 5-inch scale, ain't they? It's really weird. I don't know how licensing works. The Turtles are just pimping themselves out. Like, who is the Turtles pimp? Because he is making a lot of money. We're going to see Splinter in like a big fur coat soon, ain't we? And we're going to figure it all out.
Yeah, Daddy Destro is Pimp Daddy Splinter.
Oh, yeah, Pimp Daddy Splinter. Yeah, that could work. Sorry, Jamie, what did you say?
I dipped my toe in the Turtles recently. So.
With what? What did you go for?
I went for the arcade one.
Oh, good choice.
Can you say, yeah?
Yeah, good choice. Well, I've went for the Loot Crate, so I don't think I'm going to be keeping the arcade figure or the Mirage figure. So, yeah, so hit me up near the time, people, if you're interested, because I went in for that because I want the cartoon. I'm going all in cartoon and movie. So, but those other ones, I don't know. So, if you're in,
I got the movie Donatello today. It went up today.
That is the best turtle. That is the right choice.
100%.
Phil, why are you shaking your head, Shaw? Why are you shaking your head? What argument have you got for me, right? No one can beat my argument. This guy is the brain behind the crew, and his weapon is a stick. A stick!
But Michelangelo's a party dude.
Oh, do you know what? You're not wrong. Donatello does machines. So, party dude does machines. Come on now.
If you were going to invite a turtle onto... I forgot what you called it now. Legends and Liquor. It'd be Michelangelo.
See, it's sticking, isn't it? It's sticking. Legends and Liquor.
It's there. It'd be Michelangelo. He'd be the one up for Legends and Liquor.
He would. You know what? He would.
Yeah.
And some pizza. We can do that as well. Legends, Liquor, and pizza.
There you go.
All right. Right. It's getting late, so I'm well aware of that, and I'm probably going to get told off by my missus. So, Jamie, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for staying, waiting so late. Very patient. Tell the people where they can find you online.
At JMG Toys on Instagram.
Beautiful. Type it in the chat, and I'll tag it as well.
Okay. Thanks for having me, guys.
Pleasure as always, and as I said, plenty more to come on the channel. Thank you for being a channel member. Much appreciated, my friend.
Thank you.
Bye. All right.
Bye.
Yes. All right. I think we got one more, Phil. We got one more. So while we're waiting for one more, Phil, what were your? Yeah, you've already showed us one. So I'm just pressing.
So my figure of the year was Derby Allen, Orange Cassidy, close second, maybe both the same. But my most anticipated is the as my cat goes across the screen.
I thought the cat was your most anticipated. Most anticipated is the cat.
I've got the Marvel Legends Morbius. Try and get him on screen. I can't.
There you go. There he is.
But there you go. There he is. No, he's not.
There he is.
It's the Mezco version of Morbius. So it's a bit weird.
So why did you go for? Yeah, tell us why you went for the more. Why? What? Out of someone who does, I know you don't go crazy with the Mezco stuff. So what enticed you?
Mezco.
That's what. Okay, so what enticed you? Why this one?
It's really, really strange. Traditionally, as a person, I don't like blood, hate vampires, hate Dracula.
Okay.
Never seen a horror.
This is not making sense.
Never seen a horror film in my life. Hate them. My mum was into horror films, but I didn't like them. She had a few books, and I looked at them at a small age, scared, not interested. Roll back to January 2020, before everything went mental. I was up in Edinburgh on a work trip, and as I like to do if I'm somewhere for work, I try to get to the local comic store, Forbidden Planet. There's a Forbidden Planet in Edinburgh. Walked in, had a look at the legends. There's only one legend I didn't have, and it was Morbius. So I bought it. I just wanted to walk away with something, and so bought it, stuck in the case, did my work, got home, opened it. For some reason, really liked the figure. Just really liked it.
Yeah, that's a great Morbius, but I prefer that one to the new one.
Yeah, me too. I've got the newer version as well. Prefer this one. So I just love this figure. And when Mezco did their reveals, normally you think that's an amazing figure, but it's too rich for my blood.
Same.
You can't collect the team. It's going to cost you a fortune. There's something about this Morbius which sort of struck a chord with me. I thought I just got to get it. And so I sort of done a deep dive, and I sort of went online and bought the Epic Collection of Morbius to read about his. I've gone full screen. No.
I
bought it.
I will go full screen. One sec. There you go. You're full screen.
Full screen. So I bought the Epic Collection. The Epic Collections are really good. They do a whole lot of stories, and I just read about the origin of Morbius. When he starts off against Six-Armed Spider-Man, and I just sort of struck a chord with the character somehow, and just wanted to go all in. So it's going to be my first Mezco.
That's a nice Mezco though. You could display just on its own, posed up, and it will just look cool.
Yeah, and the accessories look really good. He's got that big box with all sorts of scientific stuff, so I can use that maybe for photography and other things as well. So that's really cool. So I'm not sure if he shares that box with Destro, because there's the new Mezco Destro.
I think there's a few that use that little electrical box with different pieces and different layers of it and stuff like that. But yeah, I love Morbius because the plasma from the animated show. I don't know if you've seen the episodes of Morbius in the animated show. I would recommend it. And he's like, it's because obviously in the animated show he couldn't suck blood. He goes after people wanting their plasma. So he's like, I'm after plasma.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I've seen one or two of them. I'll definitely be checking them out. But for some reason, he scored on me, which is, like I said, crazy, because I hate vampires, hate Dracula.
Rich said you were hypnotized by Morbius.
He's obviously gone to my bloodstream somehow, or to my plasma stream somehow. Not sure how.
Plasma.
He's got me.
Wolfpack is in the house. McGann, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, how we doing, fellas? You guys working overtime tonight?
Yeah, I know. As I said, everyone who wants to get on, everyone who's a channel member, I'm going to get you on. Even if I have to sit up here. Phil tagged in for Brandon, so we're good. And if people are still here watching and all good, I'm happy. So it's glad that we can sneak you in before the end. Thank you for waiting, my friend. But the thing is, you're in America, so you're already 8 hours in the past. So it's fine. It's fine, right?
Yeah. Let me know what Friday feels like.
Yeah. We will in 55 minutes. We've got work tomorrow, Phil. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Right.
It's got a bit scary. We talked about vampires. Now we got wolves.
I know.
So,
got them all. Got Lycan.
The girl's going to change it to something a bit more sinister.
Oh dear. Oh shit. Yeah. When it hits midnight, we just start seeing hair grow on his face or something.
Well, you know the moon is full on the 28th. So
yeah. Now we know where the Wolfpack name comes from. We know what happens, Miguel. All right. So let's jump straight into it. Right. So what was your favorite figure of Q1 2020?
Favorite Q1. I mean, Frogman was it.
I'm glad finally it took over 3 hours, Phil, but someone mentioned Frogman. Hooray! Yeah. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, and I've got him over here, but the muse for Frogman couldn't stay up. But
it's all good. All good.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I actually wanted to talk Star Wars with him, as you can see. But yeah, it was his bedtime. I'm sure he's catching this on rewatch.
Me and Phil can try. We can try.
Yeah. No, definitely. And Phil, we've borrowed your moderator from for our live stream.
It's all
some
good.
Saturday. Borrow.
Best hype man in the game.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So these came out early in the quarter. I know these are reissues of things that were released. I believe 2017 for this guy, and then he was 2018. I want to say, but the one I've been most excited about just because of the simple fact that I was able to beat the street date on it. These two lovely ladies here.
Oh wow, yeah, they've not even hit the shelf over here yet.
Yeah.
So that's Bo-Katan, and what's the other one called?
Bo-Katan and Asada Ventress. She was
Okay.
Clone Wars. She was a protege of Count Dooku. So and
fire.
Yeah, especially this one. I think Brandon has been able to get a hold of some of the Bad Batch figures, and they're in the same wave. But yeah, I don't know how he does it with that one. He can score him. He can score him when it comes to Clone Wars.
Yeah, no, Brandon. I don't think sorry, Phil. Brandon. I forgot to mention earlier. One of Brandon's favorite figures of the year, of so far, was Hunter. Was the Clone Wars Bad Batch Hunter, and I didn't get a chance to speak to him about it, but I thought I'd give that a shout out while it's in my brain. But yeah, he's got, obviously anyone building that Bad Batch team is going to be very happy once because they've already revealed 4 of them, I think, or 3 of them, but the other 2 are on the way. So we shall. Are you all in for that as well? Are you a fan of the Clone Wars and stuff? Are you watching it with the kids?
You know what? Originally, I wasn't. I remember them in their original run. I'm more a fan of the originals. Just for the simple fact that I felt that at times they could be a bit of a cash grab. You just change the paint schemes a little bit, and 1999, you know. But yeah, since Disney Plus has been around, we're slowly working our way up to Bad Batch. You know, the kids watch 2 episodes every day at lunch, and then, you know, while they're folding laundry and things like that, they'll watch another 3 or 4. So yeah, we're slowly working our way up to catching up to Bad Batch. So definitely in line with the figures.
Yeah, the Bo-Katan looks good. I've as I said, when it comes to the Star Wars, I pick and choose. But I've definitely got Bo-Katan. I think I've gone for most of the Mandalorian figures so far, all of the live action stuff at least. But yeah, she looks good. And Katie Sackhoff as well. I love her anyway. So I'm glad that she got
she's based off the Mandalorian TV show, not the Clone Wars. So she's an older
exactly, yeah, live action Bo-Katan. Yes.
They've done a great job on the helmet, how it fits on naturally. It doesn't look back in the day, if a figure was wearing a helmet, it just looked too big. But it looks perfectly normal on her. It looks really good.
Similar to, say, the Gladiator Hulk for Marvel Legends, the Build-A-Figure, how the helmet came, but it was like ginormously big on his head. Not the case with this one. It's pretty seamless.
Yeah, that looks good
on this one.
Looks good. As I said, it's not landed in the UK shores yet, so hopefully we get that one soon. But
I've got that on pre-order with Star Action, I think. So look forward to getting it.
Yeah. So do you find them on the shelves in retail, or you get a hookup?
Yeah. This one, someone I guess Entertainment Earth was letting them go a little sooner, so I was able to buy it off of them slightly above retail. I didn't get ripped off or anything. These two, I found these a couple of days ago on the shelf.
Nice. They're brand new, ain't they? The Death Troopers.
Yeah, Death Troopers. Well, what we do here is I buy them in 3s, and then I on the back, on their butts, I put Huey, Dewey, and Louie. So yeah, and my whole thing, if you guys know the expanded universe, Tag and Bink are two clones that have been around from the prequels on to now. So that's kind of my spin on the Tag and Bink or the expanded universe. Is I've got my Huey, Dewey, and Louie who've been around since the very beginning of it.
So me and Brandon always have that conversation where for me, army building is even numbers, but for him, it's odd numbers, so he can have that one in the middle. So, yeah. But no, I think I've pre-ordered 2 of them because they're in like who's the main bad guy of the Mandalorian with the Darksaber at the start? What's his name?
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon, yeah. So at the end of the first season, he has the Death Troopers, doesn't he? Like, yeah. So I've got him. There you go. So I've brought a couple of Death Troopers to stand like either side of him. So I've just got 2 of them, and I think I brought 2 of the Raiders as well. The Tusken Raiders.
Yeah.
Tusken Raiders. Is that their name?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Sand People's not politically correct to call them anymore.
yeah. Their union will be onto us and shut me down.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So those actually slot in. These actually slot in really well because we're going to be seeing him in season 3. Thrawn. He's from
apparently
Rebels.
So. Apparently so.
Yeah, Rebels and the expanded universe. But yeah, I guess there was some kind of rumor of RDJ.
I seen that.
Yeah,
I seen that. It would be clever for Star Wars to get RDJ in there somehow with the Disney connection. But who would he play?
Just as a name, just as a name. But it'll be this character. But that if you know the expanded universe, that's RDJ is RDJ. He was perfect as Tony Stark. Playboy billionaire. Not so much this calculated general.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. As I said, I'm enjoying the Mandalorian so far. I'm curious where they go with season 3. Are we going to see Grogu still? Are we going to see or is it going to just go straight to the battle for the Darksaber essentially? Where who knows? We shall see. Because Mando's got the Darksaber now, right? So
the only way you can't transfer over. It's got to be one in battle. So that's going to be. Or marriage, who knows? Maybe an unholy union.
Din Djarin and Bo-Katan, eh? Who said?
Yeah.
With Sasha Banks as the bridesmaid, she can be the maid of honor. I can't remember her character name. I just know her as Sasha Banks. But she's getting a figure. Sasha Banks is getting a Star Wars figure. Crazy.
So she's actually she's working double duties because she's got a figure with Mattel as well.
Yeah, she's got a few. She's the champ at the minute. I think she's going to lose it. I think though to what's her name? Phil? Who's she going to lose it to?
Mine's got blank.
The girl with the big ponytail. Bloody hell, what's the name?
Bailey.
No.
Becky Lynch. I don't know.
No, Bailey's got rid of the ponytail. Bailey's gonna heal. No ponytail. Oh, what's the name? Chat, help me out. She won the Royal Rumble this year. I know it's a B. I just can't get it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair. Thank you very much. That would have annoyed me. Sorry, I couldn't continue instead of that remind me.
I was just gonna start shouting off names I find on the shelves.
Yeah.
He's gonna give us Lita, Trish Stratus.
Yeah. Sable.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That is another one.
Miss Elizabeth. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You got China. See, there you go. You got the 8th wonder of the world as well. I'm rocking.
Yeah. And the other half of his legs, I believe.
Goldberg.
Yeah.
How many figures do Paul Edwin is it, Miguel?
What was that, Bill?
How many figures do you need to buy to build Paul Edwin?
4. So it's these two, and then I've got it under good authority that they're under a couple panels waiting for me. But Edge and sorry about the ring lights.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels and Edge.
Okay, so it's not a wild amount of figures. It's not set Marvel Legends. Or 5 like McFarlane or anything like that.
Yeah, no, and I guess it's the first run into this whole Build-A-Figure fiasco, but yeah,
they've done it a couple of times, but they do it like sparingly. Like, they do it like once or twice a year. It's not with every Elite Wave. It's like a spin-off Elite Wave. But they've definitely done it before. But I'd like to see them do it more.
I think they've even did it in basics, haven't they? I think they did like a build or bearer, maybe.
Yep, they did. They're missing a trick there because the managers, like the characters that wouldn't usually sell a lot on retail, they should be the builder figures, the manager characters. Do you know, like the Paul Heyman? Obviously, a kid may not want an elite Paul Heyman, but put him as the builder figure, and you'll get the adult collectors buying 4 to build him.
Yeah, we've got Bobby Heenan. Sorry, Phil. Bobby Heenan is pegworming here forever, but if they would have broke him down into a few pieces.
Yep, I agree.
I was just going to say that WWE with their top picks line having like a Roman Reigns and a John Cena and a Finn Balor on the pegs all the time, and like collectors aren't buying those because they've got their definitive version. But if it's got a Build-A-Figure piece,
exactly, it's how they get the Marvel Legends, guys. That's how they get me buying my 18th Captain America from the Gameverse because it's got a Build-A-Figure piece. All right, what else you got, Miguel? What have you got? Anything else? Q1, or do you want to tell us what you're excited about?
Q1, pretty much it was the Star Wars, and you guys just mentioned it. This the fishbowl fella.
So for the record, that is not the guy from the Umbrella Academy, but I knew he was a character a character similar in what was it, Fortnite.
Yeah, in Fortnite, and then I think Megamind, the villain, had his sidekick was something similar. With Fortnite, I kind of like the fact that they're able to push the envelope and go really out there with this thing here. His name's Kit.
Yeah, I've seen I see these online. I'd never buy them myself, but they do look intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. Your lads must play Fortnite though. You must be more familiar with Fortnite than I am because it's in your house.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it's the sky's the limit with some of the things that they can do with these.
That is
so.
Cool.
I don't totally hate him. And then like you just saw, he transforms from a mech to a cyborg. And I dropped the cat, but there's a cute little kitten.
Yeah, I've seen the cat. Yeah. Does your lad play it, Phil? Ryan play it.
He does. Yeah. Ryan absolutely loves Fortnite. I was playing it earlier. And
did you tell him about the exciting Hasbro news?
I did show him, and but all he doesn't want any figures. He just wants V-Bucks so he can buy more.
Yeah.
See, that's
tell me about it.
Literally, it's only adults buying toys these days, isn't it? The kids do not care. Kids just want electronical money to spend virtual skins and stuff. That's why the toy market's all collector based now, because kids don't want toys anymore. They want laptops and iPads. But I'm glad that your two lads, Miguel, are into collecting, which makes me happy, makes my soul happy. So that's some good influence from the dad there.
Yeah, so sometimes it's more by force than by choice, but you know.
You will like this.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with eating your vegetables and taking out the garbage.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching your videos, and they seem to be into. They're very knowledgeable as well.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so what are you excited about? What are you excited about? What have you got pre-ordered? What's coming out?
Okay, so a few people kind of as they were saying, I'm going up the list like, damn, they took mine. Damn, they took
It's all
mine.
right.
Okay,
You can have the same.
Yeah.
You can have the same.
The Sentinel, I've got one coming. Super excited about that one.
Beautiful, yeah.
The massive boulder that was dropped on our head, maybe 6 hours ago with Goliath is another one.
Yeah.
And then if you can barely see it, this top shelf, I had it designated for all Build-A-Figures, but that's gonna have to go. I've got the Heroes of Endor, of Endor coming up, so I'm gonna be doing a little something up here. And yeah, that's another one. So the Heroes of Endor, the Sentinel, and this Goliath or the Gargoyles.
I do love a good rearrange on the shelf though. I like setting some time, putting on a podcast, YouTube, whatever, and just having a little rearrange. It's always fun.
Possibly one of these. Now I can join you guys.
There you go.
I can join you guys.
Legends of Liquor. I've literally drank mine. I've got nothing left, but it's too late for me to start drinking more now. I'm gonna have to go and put the kettle on soon. But Legends and cheers, lads. I'm sad now. I've got nothing left. But yeah, I told you. There you go. Another recruit for Legends and Liquor, Phil. See, with the show's already up and going. The show's up and going. What was I about to say there, Phil? So do you know Gargoyle character? I'm assuming your lad's obviously unfamiliar. So that's what's so good is that now you can introduce them to this whole new world. I didn't mean to quote Aladdin either, by the way, but I did.
Before they had even announced this, we had done a rewatch. Maybe watched, I'd say about four to six episodes. I was more into it than they were.
Yeah,
but
you've got the attachment though, yeah. You've got the attachment.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Just the simple fact that it was at our fingertips through Disney Plus instead of trying to find a VCR to a video copy, something like that. Definitely with Disney Plus, you're able to go back and check out that vintage, the retro Spider-Man. With the Spider-Man and his amazing friends and things like that. The older, the 90s Fantastic Four was another really good one that you can go back and watch.
Yeah, no, same. X-Men, I had downloaded all of the X-Men on torrents years ago just so I had them. So when Disney Plus obviously came with X-Men and Spider-Man, I was like, happy days. I don't have to worry about trying to find them because when they're not on these streaming services, it's like they don't exist. Do you know, if you think of a film and you can't find it online, you panic. You're like, how do I watch this? Because they don't make DVDs for everything anymore. They used to make DVDs and videos for everything. Everything was coming out. That at some point a DVD would hit the shelf. But films come out now and they don't get DVDs. Physical media is just dripping away.
Yeah, lost in time forever.
Sad. I love physical media. Do you have any of your old VHS tapes?
Not VHS tapes, possibly at my parents' garage. Possibly. What I recently did though is all our DVDs had to go down into the basement to make more space for shelving.
Yeah, I'm the same. When I lived in my flat on my own, I had a big shelf with all my DVDs. I literally had my own Blockbuster unit that my mates would come and borrow from. But since I've moved in with the missus, they're upstairs in boxes because there's nowhere to put them. She doesn't want my DVDs displayed in the living room. So my DVDs are just upstairs in the boxes, which is a shame. But in the collector community at the minute, VHS, old sealed VHS tapes are slowly going up in value. So at some point that's going to swing back around where people are trying to backtrack just for nostalgic sake. So just something to keep in mind. Yeah, just something to keep in mind, things like books and iPads, the first iPhone. If you've got that sealed now, ridiculous money. The collecting community is crazy. Right, let me just have a look at the time here. All right, are we all good for another 5 minutes, lads? Sorry, it's not that long, Miguel, but it's getting late, and I heard the missus come to bed.
No problem. I don't want to be the reason why you guys split up.
Yeah, kick me out of the house. I don't even have a tent. I'd have to sleep in the garden.
But you got a stilt man to make some shelter, right?
It's true. You know what? If I need to get another stilt man, I can at least build a canopy of some sort. No, I've got a car. I'd have to sleep in the back of my car, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll pull up outside Phil's house. Phil can bring me a cup of tea in the morning.
I finally... Go ahead.
I was going to say, Dan's more than welcome. But after you, Miguel.
No, I finally found 2 hand ninjas. We're here at the end of the third quarter of finally. So for the longest I had Nubman. So now I will have my stilt man.
So how many hand ninjas you go for? 2, yeah.
2. Just the 2.
Yeah.
Just the two.
Well, speaking of ninjas, they're actually the root of all evil.
What was that? Tell us.
Yeah, because I needed to get after Rich did some amazing customization and painting. No, I'm not going to do it to my own. I had to get a second Omega Sentinel.
Oh yeah, of course. That's Rich's fault. Rich has upped the second market value of the Omega Sentinel.
Absolutely. So Smith's, which is a toy store in the UK, had them in stock. So I thought I'm going close. So I'll order one for a click and collect. I'll pick one up. But when I went on there, they had some. I noticed they had Ninja from the Masters of the Universe Origins line. They only had one stock.
Okay.
So I pulled up outside. They're pretty quick in Smiths. They take about 10 minutes to get your thing ready, your order ready. I pulled up outside. And I was driving. I thought, I don't need the Ninja.
Of course
I was outside, so I ordered my Omega Sentinel. Go on, I'll get a Ninja. So I bought it, opened it, really enjoyed it, took a nice picture with it. Cool Toys UK. And then I've been checking ever since.
I'm gonna say you can't just have one, can you? It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, I ended up getting Triclops.
It's a rabbit hole.
Skeletor.
These guys are going to jump in the rabbit hole with you.
Yeah, there you go.
And the Hordak as well. I can't find Hordak. He's there somewhere. But so I think I've found myself down the Masters of the Universe rabbit hole. So that was, as I was saying earlier in a chat with the guys. It's probably the second toy line I ever collected. The first one was Star Wars, the original Kenner. And then Masters of the Universe.
Some as much as I love Legends, though, Phil, some of my favourite stuff to go hunting for and to track down is that more nostalgic stuff. Like, you've seen my journey to try and get myself that Valkyrie from Aliens. Yeah. You know, like, no one cares about that apart from me, but, like, that's my... wow, there you go, Miguel.
Well, yeah, no, and I went crazy in the chat. I was like, Vasquez!
yeah.
You call her Valdez, but you know what? She actually never hit she never hit the States. Hudson never hit the States, and O'Malley never hit stateside.
Because the humans weren't selling. At that point, the Predators started to get really popular. So they wanted to replace the human characters with the Predators, and the Predators would be the good guys with the aliens. Like that, the whole Alien versus Predator concept was in toys way before the films. So they got rid of the... So yeah, those three that you've just mentioned never got a US release, essentially. So they're even harder to get over there, but they're even harder to get here in the UK at in good quality. Do you know, like good card back, because they're so old. Like I should have pulled it out at the start of the stream because that character is old. Like that figure, that toy that I brought earlier this week is older than Brandon. Do you know what I mean? Like Brandon wasn't born when that got manufactured. Like so, but what's good with the He-Man stuff is that they are remaking it. Do you know, like so you can go and pick up those characters, and it's not too crazy. Like you could probably all those figures you've just showed, Phil, are probably still cheaper than the figure I just brought. Do you know what I mean? So like, because I don't have, but Hasbro are doing it at the minute with Ghostbusters. Like they're re-releasing those older figures in the retro style because they're killing the second-hand market, but it's a great way for people to just dip their toes back in. There you go.
It is a affordable way. I've also gone down another rabbit hole in the last week as well, which is even more alarming. So this goes back towards before the pandemic as well. I was in a comic shop in Glastonbury, and they had, I think it was the Marvel Universe version of Galactus.
Okay, yeah. Big one.
So they said it for, I think it was around £100, and I didn't want to pull the trigger on it.
That's not a bad price. That's about market value, I'd say.
I did regret it, but I thought I want to get a Galactus. But I've decided I'm going to try and get the Marvel Legends version.
The Builder figure.
But I've decided to go another wrestling connection, the Matt Cardona route. I don't want any just
minty fresh.
Minty fresh.
You need to open it yourself. Yeah.
I might get myself a first appearance Hulk.
Nice.
Yeah. Those packaging is still so cool. You know, those toy biz packaging.
Yeah.
And a bullseye, which I think that this was a steal. This was like £15 off eBay.
People don't care anymore. People don't care about the toy biz stuff anymore. Like it's dying out. Like the second-hand market is going down and down and down. Like only a few still hold their value. Like but eventually they get overtook.
But I think in this wave, Professor X and War Machine and Doctor Strange go for a pretty penny. So it's going to be I'm in for the long haul. It's not going to be something I'm going to do.
Yeah, that's something fun though, because you could have it on your watch list on eBay, and you could like have Galactus Build-A-Figure on your watch list, and then just check it every night and just see what's going on. And sometimes because a lot of the time, well, not all the time, but sometimes someone will list something and not really know its value, so you can grab yourself a little bargain because people are just getting rid of old stuff or whatever. Like, so yeah, good luck. I like those little ventures you set yourself. That's always fun.
That'll probably all change when we get to probably the summer when Hasbro will say, "Oh, we're going to do a
second HasLab, second HasLab, yeah."
And then I'll stick these back on eBay there. Cause
yeah. Don't open them yet. Don't open them until you've got them all. Don't open them.
That's my plan. I'm not going to open them until I've got them.
Because they're worth more as the set as well. If you have the whole set, it'll probably be worth more as well. Because you'll have the full set.
Absolutely.
So you just showed off a G.I. Joe, right? Did I see a G.I. Joe?
Yeah, we went to a toy show, and I actually saw. I'd have to go back and rewatch, but I saw one of the Build-A-Figures for that Galactus, and I thought to myself, like, wow, I've never seen one of these out in the wild. But yeah, it's a classic toy store, I guess. Or he sold those aliens that we talked about, the Predators that we just talked about for Kenner, and even the Terminators, and they all came out about that same timeline, somewhere between 93, 94. Pre-Brandon, let's call it.
Yeah, pre-Brandon. That's the time. It's not before Christ and after Christ. It's now pre-Brandon and after Brandon.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's AD and BB. Yeah, AD and BB. Yeah, so there you go. That's if we're talking of before Brandon, it's BB.
So yeah, and that one was going for about $45. So that's a steal. That's a steal right there that you got, Phil.
I'll keep an eye out, Phil. I'll keep an eye out.
I was able to get a little bit. Sorry, ring light.
It's all good.
It's not working for me, but yeah, 35 originally. The whole thing with toy shows is that you're in person now, which is what we couldn't do during the pandemic.
Haggle a little bit.
Yeah, haggle it just a little bit. And I was able to get $5 knocked off of it, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Never take the first price. Never take the first price.
Yeah.
I miss like. I only started going to toy shows just before lockdown happened. Like I went to one in the November because there's not many, as you can imagine. This UK is tiny. There's not a lot. Like me and Brandon are thinking about actually meeting up at the start of April to go to a toy shop. There's a new toy shop opening up, which is like it's basically everything we collect all in one place type thing. In Demand Toys, really good shop. They're opening a new store, and like it's a 3-hour drive from me. So it's a bit of a trek. But I'm tempted to do it just as a little day trip because I never usually... And I haven't been anywhere. When's the last time I went to a toy shop that wasn't Smith's? And Smith's doesn't sell anything. So, yeah, I miss it. I do miss, like you said. So it's good that you're starting to open back up on your end as well.
No, sounds good. Stream it. I'd love to watch you guys getting together.
Yeah.
Up for something.
Because 100%. If we do it, we're definitely going to film it and make something of it. But I just want to go and hunt down. But I'll be on the lookout, Phil, for your Build-A-Figure, your 20-year-old. Well, it's not 20. It's about 15-year-old Galactus Build-A-Figure. It might be 20-year-old actually. Maybe, who knows?
I'll check the date on the back. It's I'll have a look.
It was definitely AD. It was definitely after Brandon. Anyway, yeah. All right, people. I appreciate you all. I appreciate it all. So, Miguel, before you get out of here, we're going to wrap up. You can tell the people where they can find you online.
This very same YouTube, the Wolfpack Toy Review. We're doing live streams every Saturday at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. on the East Coast. I believe right now with the time change, it's 9 p.m. for you guys, Greenwich Mean Time.
Greenwich Mean Time, that is the one, yeah. It's about 9 on a Saturday. I always feel bad because it's like the weekend time is usually girlfriend time. So like I don't really get time to sit in front of the computer during the weekend. So I'll pop in and out or watch you on my phone with my headphones on and I like dip in and I dip out. So no, I do always try to pop in when I'm around. But post it in the chat and I'll quickly put it as a pin and it will live forever as a pin. It will live forever as a pin on the chat for the replay. I shout out Parallel. I didn't Parallel. Wade's in the building. Wait, it must be a bit. We're a bit late today, and with the time change as well. I think people must be home from work. But yeah, shout out and Parallel. There you go. Richie's already done it for you. Richie's ahead of the game.
Okay. Thank you.
Super producer Rich is on the crew.
Appreciate you. I'm mildly inebriated already.
What time is it? What time is it on the West Coast?
It's almost 4:30 now. 4:30 in the PM.
Okay, so if it's 4:40, it'll be same for Unparalleled as well, then I guess. But yeah, shout out to the Tuesday crew, Batfolk's Grump. I've seen the backstabber's knife. I do love the communities when they the wires cross and all that good stuff. But Phil, where can the good people find you online?
They can find me at Cool Toys UK on Instagram and Twitter.
So again, if you're the UK people like me, you want to see when toys are popping up here, there, and everywhere, then Phil is the place to go. Phil posts links straight to these toys as soon as he finds them. So Cool Toys UK is definitely the place to go for sure.
Best hype man in the game.
Best hype man. Oh, shout out Nathan as well, finishing off with a super
Nathan
chat.
Toland donated £5 through Super Chat. Pal, thank you, Nathan Toland. Might as well try get my crown back. Tongue out. Great stream per usual.
Thank you very much, Nathan. So he's trying to get his crown back because if I quickly, let me see if I can find it real quick. Sorry.
Ryan bumped him off, right?
Ryan might be taking it for a while. So let me jump back. Let me jump back for a minute. So obviously Phil's not Brandon, but you know the score. So there you go. So our most, so Laser Pants has still got the crown, and then there's Nathan finishing off. So he started at the top. He started as the most recent super chat, and we are ending the stream with Nathan as the most recent super chat. So you did manage to get back on the board, Nathan. You got back on the board, but I think it's going to be a while before someone dethrones Laser Pants with that epic super chat earlier today. But no, it's all fun and games, people. I do love you all, and thank you. I am going to try something new. I've got like a new credits thing. I'm going to try it. Hang on. All right, bear with me, people. I'm trying to do something new here. It might not work. It might work. I don't know. We shall see. All right, so bear with me. I'm going to ping across. There you go. Okay. Oh, beautiful. It's working. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's nice.
So everyone who was super chat today, big thank you. That is everyone who was super chatted today. Thank you very much. It's moving too quick for me to say everyone's name, but I love you all. Thank you. Much appreciated. Helping the channel grow. There you go. And it rolls again. Second time, why not? Laser Pants, Tac Customs, Unparalleled Universe, PG Photography, Xander, Joe Figured It Out, Blake, Damien, Rich M, of course, best producer in the game, Air Extreme, and then Nathan. Thank you very much. All of those super chatted today. Much appreciated. See, people, I'm trying to learn new buttons and new things on Streamlabs. So I'm trying every week. I try and figure out. I still can't figure out how I can get my guests to hear the super chat, but it's all good. It's all good. One day I'll figure that out. But until then, so Phil, Cool Toys UK, Miguel with the Wolf Pack, and Dan W. AKA it's Dan Who, all that stuff. You know the score, people. You know the score. As I said, hit that join button, and then next month when we do these streams again, you can be part of the stream just like everyone today. Be a part of the channel. Live forever on a YouTube video on the World Wide Web. And as I said, join the membership because I'm going to be doing extra content for members to be involved in. So it'll be public videos. It'll be like an extra live stream, but it'll be like members as guests for the whole stream rather than just being on and off with whoever's available, or I have a rotating table. Who knows? But Legends and Liquors definitely happening, right? Me and Phil, Miguel's got his drink. We're ready to go. We had a few people today with their drinks up, so it's going to happen, all right? So until then, people, you know the score. Thank you very much for everybody who's joined us today. A very long stream, but as I said, at the end of the month, if you're joined at the member club level, you're definitely going to get on if you want to get on. That's my promise to you. So shout out to the members club. Shout out to everyone who's pressed that join button. Shout out to everyone who's here live. And let's wave them out, people. Let's wave them out with an awkward wave. There you go. This is just the start. It's not even got awkward yet. It's not. This is still comfortable. This is still good. I still feel good.
I'm feeling like a cucumber.
We could be here for a while. We could be here for a while. Now, shout out to everyone in the chat, everyone who stuck around for the whole 4 hours. God knows you must have been bored this evening, but I still love you all. Thank you to all the guests. Shout out to the Tuesday crew. Shout out to the waving hands in the chat. Batforce Grunt, Rich M, Nathan, Cloud Foxwell, Marcus Yee, 42012 with the Tuesday crew. Knives Out. Thank you very much. Logan X Toys. Ab Nugler with the blowing up Thanos copter that hurts